got you and your vibes in my mind, I can't get them out, no matter how hard I try. I need you and your heart next to mine, yeah, I'm all about keeping it you and I. When you're here, you spark chemical reactions, your aura strikes like lightning.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. My voice is still all kinds of messed up, but yeah, as long as I don't try to hit them high-pitched notes, it looks like it more or less sounds about the same. How y'all doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. I was listening back to some of the recording of the duels. I haven't listened to the ones from yesterday because I felt like my voice was just awful, but the day before that, for the most part, it sounds fine as long as I don't try to like go really high pitched. My voice can handle it, but yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. How y'all doing? Welcome back. What's up, baby? How you doing, my man? Johnny, my man. How you doing? What's up, Jake? What's up, Cry? What's up, Grim, Chris, Garrison? How y'all doing? Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight for the Sunday edition of the live stream. I haven't had a break so far, but I've been enjoying the beta so much. I've been enjoying streaming it, and I appreciate you guys for joining me, man. Normally Thursday and Sunday are my days off, except for this, what, last month or so. Привет, Dal, здорово, Vova. How you doing, my man? You go high pitch? I can try. Like, I don't know, like, what do I say that I could hit it with a bit of a high pitch? I could be like, hey guys. Or it could be like, hey guys, like, you know, as soon as I start to go high pitched, it just becomes like a really weak voice, and it's just, I can't do anything about it, right? It doesn't hurt. It just becomes really weak, and I can barely, you know, I normally, normally my voice fluctuates quite a bit during the duels, so I don't know if you guys notice. I definitely notice it myself. And the fact that I can't really go super high pitch, I mean, it just sounds like I'm dying when I do. It doesn't hurt or anything. I just literally can't do it. Just get access to beta. Let's go, Marion. Let's go, my guy. Happy for you. I'm 900,000% sure I'm gonna get the beta tomorrow night when it launches. Yeah, honest, dude. Imagine you'll be playing beta or leveling in Wrath. I guess you could kind of do both, right? You could just be doing questing in Wrath. I was gonna say like auto attack and something, but most classes by that point actually have like a more complex rotation where you can actually like kill stuff fairly quickly. Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe you could like right click to auto attack, hop on the beta, mess around with that. I'm all dead. All right, move on to the next guy. But unless you're a paladin, I don't know how effective that's gonna be. How y'all doing though? You get a little more excited. Exactly. And the fact that I just Mike. I don't know, man. I just do the normal thing that I do with my voice. I don't even watch myself, but I didn't realize I get super high pitched whenever things get exciting. And the fact that I just can't naturally do what I do and then just comes out all weird. I mean, it just makes you feel self-conscious. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, that felt weird. That sounded real weird. Boys, we're hopping back over on the beta now. We had a lot of class updates this week. We had rogues, we had druids with Feral, feel amazing. Boomkin got some major rework coming in the pipeline. That should be exciting. I guess we'll take a look at it hopefully Wednesday, but if not, maybe like Thursday or whatever. We'll figure it out, depending on when the build drops. But I'll stay close to the blue post of this week, chat. They're most likely going to slow down by quite a bit with some of the newest changes for classes every single week. At this point, they're probably going to start focusing mostly in on... They're going to start focusing in on tuning and bug fixes, which is interesting. That tells me that they're probably getting close to release. Like really close to release now. It's up in the beta real quickly. I'll let you guys decide what class to play for the day. I actually got a lot of my tunes kind of geared nowadays. I did the crafting thing, not for all of them, but for quite a few of them I did do the crafting thing, just so they could have like decent stats on them. So a lot of my characters have decent gear, even though it may not show up like right here. And the character preview, the Shaman, for example, also did have my gear, but they actually do. The Shaman got gear, Mage got a bit of gear, you can actually see it, it's a good looking set. This is like a crafted world content, world PvP set. There's like a couple of ways you can earn different recolors with this set. But it looks good, man. I mean, that looks pretty. That looks really pretty. The Druid, that one doesn't have anything. This guy does get the new set. So this is all crafted gear. I just basically wanted to get some crafted gear. I didn't do any cheesy items. There's some items with bonuses. Like there's this helm that basically has this like natural thorns effect. So if you're a tank, you get hit by mobs. You kind of like put a bleed on them back whenever they hit you. So I didn't do any cheesy stuff like that. I don't have any of those for my characters. I just had to go like, I just wanted decent gear and stats. So at least I'm like not super behind everybody. And my characters can get enough haste or enough crit or restore or mastery. So it's starting to feel really difficult. Oh, might be. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I spaced. I didn't adjust the sound. Anyway, so what I was saying just now, basically I have all my characters geared. I was saying that Shaman has gear, although it doesn't look like it. Mage has gear, looks pretty, looks good. You can get this kind of set, but a different color for different content. World content, world PvP, crafting, and I believe it's like the other one, I don't know if it's like Renown or something. Like, there's another version you can get. I don't know how you get it. Maybe world bosses. Yeah, so I also don't have any, like, cheesy items. Because there's some items like a helm for warriors that has, like, thorns effect. I don't want to have, like, any bonus bleeds or any bonus, like, cooldown reduction stuff or anything. I just want my characters to have decent enough gear. Drop the music volume a little. Yeah, sorry about that, boys. I do apologize. I didn't even notice myself. Thanks for letting me know. Can hear the music a little OP. With the beta being out this long, do you think pre-patch will drop date? Oh, hopefully, yeah. I imagine with the release of Wrath, I think we'll probably get a proper, real pre-patch date at that point. I don't know if exactly on the day, but shortly after a drop. I imagine we'll get one because this thing, it looks like they're gonna wrap up doing the whole, like, they're gonna wrap up doing regular class changes and they're gonna mostly be working on bug fixes. I'm hoping that not all specs and classes, just like they stop production on them completely. I hope there's still going to be some work in progress, right? I'm hoping that maybe like normally we see like 3, 4, 5 classes getting big changes every single week. Hopefully it'll be like maybe 1 or 2 every single week instead. Because there's some specs that are, people still unsatisfied with, like Paladins, for example. Holy and Prod are still a little bit iffy on the class. Some Reds really dislike the play, the talents I've gotten. I played Red, I like it a lot, but like maybe like Red mains would have wanted more, because that's true, like Reds didn't really get new stuff. They just got to use like all the stuff they had in Shadowlands, but like all at once. So I think that can make some unique builds. Well, there is a build that Arthur did put together where he basically can have a minute worth of wings. So I want to try that at some point. But yeah, otherwise, do you think my Spike Priest becomes stronger? We'll see. I definitely want to give it a try. I definitely want to give it a try. With how low you can make your mind games cooldown become. I don't know. Mind games are all single target, but if they maybe added some AoE capability for mind games, then definitely. But maybe in single target, I think it's very possible. But so mind games only works off of like the cooldown reduction works off Mind Blast and Spike, right? It doesn't work off of Flay. I imagine they would add a Flay as well. How Survival look good? Actually, a lot of fun, Azure. Actually, Hunter in general is really fun. Survival is really good. I enjoy them a lot. Big Dot Damie or a Big Burst Damie if you want them. Chat, which class do we start off with today? I'm gonna give you guys a couple of options. There's a couple of builds I want to try. I'll let you guys decide what kind of a build we play. So we got a Fury Warrior with Annihilate or two-hander grip. So there's like build that a buddy of mine, Smite, wanted me to test out. So I wanted to try that. We also got a Jake with a Shadow Priest build. Priest actually has a bit of gear on him. I mean, sure to craft some. I want to try that Mind Spiky build. I want to see how it plays in dungeons. And another class I want to try. I also want to. I'm thinking maybe Feral, chat. I played Feral the other day, but I couldn't really finish a full dungeon. I would want to get back to Feral just because it's actually so fun, boys. G-Spikes, that's another one I want to try, Chris. If you have a build that you can remember in Discord, if I do Mage. Mage is another one I'd be down to do. Warrior, Priest or Druid for now, though, boys. We'll swap it out next one. We'll do one quick dungeon, maybe get Egg to join us or something, and then we'll go and swap to another character. Would I say Fury build? Yo, Ziggs, I do have a Fury build. A buddy of mine, a guildie, was like, yo, check this thing out. He said I like it a lot. It's like a Titan's Grip Annihilator build. I want to give it a try. Frostbolt Mage. But the Frostbolt Mage looks good. I definitely want to give Frostbolt Mage a try. Or like a Glacier Spike Mage. Either one. I want to give Mage a go. I'll let you guys like decide what build we do. That's about Monk. Really fun. I definitely want to play some Mist River tonight. I definitely want to play Mist River and talk about monks. But chat, what do we start with, man? Do we start Priest, Druid, or Warrior? Right in chat which class you want to see. Which you want to see the most out of those three is the one we'll play. I'll rotate a bunch of classes this evening. I'll rotate the list of classes we'll play. I want to try as many as I can tonight, but we gotta get into one as soon as possible. So write the one you want to see and we'll get in there. Warrior, I'm seeing a lot of Warrior. I've seen quite a bit of Warrior. Druid, I do love playing Safari on that. Warrior, okay. I think it's Warrior. I think it's Warrior. So I have a build from a buddy of mine. I'm gonna pull it up here. Where's Smite's message at? There it is. He said, "This looking pog." That's all he said. Is this build looking pog? So I'll give it a proper try here in just a second. Since I got the Warrior all fully geared and everything. Now I played a build with a Odin's Fury together with a Memory of Tormented Tyrant. It's so good, man. The AoE damage you do. Odin's Fury bleed is pretty strong right now. Gushing Wood, Odin's Fury. This is a single target boss fight. Lots of rampages and autos. But then the rest of it just bleeds, Ravager, Annihilator, Thunderous Roar, second Odin's Fury, third Odin's Fury. I guess it's like main hand, off hand maybe. Sidearm. It's so good, chat. So I've been so excited. It's been fun to hear him. Yeah. So I definitely want to give Smite's build a go tonight if I can. Because he was like, yo, gotta try it. He told me a couple of times that but so far I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll give it a go. But then it's like, I usually go like, hey, stream, what do you guys want to see? And usually it's been not a Warrior. So he says go full defense here, pick up the Inspiring Presence. So I guess this is like a real build then, yeah? Wait a second. Okay, hold on. So I want to try going down the roads as soon as possible here. Okay, so he doesn't pick up any of this. He picks up Leap with a Reversal. Okay. Picks up Sidearm. And then he basically goes back and picks up all the stuff that he wants to play with. Okay. Then he grabs this. 1 point here. 2 here. Not cooldown reduction. Okay, interesting. Okay, so it's basically a very similar build that I was running. And then for the usage, you decided to go with Berserker Shout for the group. Cool. I mean, that could be useful. Is that a separate ability than Berserker Rage? I guess it is, yeah. That's gonna be interesting. I'll need to figure out where to put that. And for the... Okay, so my build actually was very, very close to what he was doing, except his is a little bit different. He got... Raging Blow has an extra charge, but he also goes into... Oh, he doesn't go Annihilator. That's the thing. He doesn't go Annihilator. He doesn't go either of these things. He goes down the middle, which I have here. He goes, puts 1 point there. That's fine, that's fine. He picks up Blood. He picks up this. And he picks up Execute and extra Raging Blow. Interesting. Okay, I'll give it a try. So this one actually plays into Raging Blow. I feel like it's been a bit since I played into Raging Blow, but this could be fun. We got ourselves this. We got ourselves the defensive of Bitter Immunity, Leap, and I guess we don't need. What's it? This is a minute CD for party. Okay, so it becomes a shout then. Okay, so this is basic ability, but then it becomes a shout then, or you can pop a slow. Replaces. Okay. I didn't realize it replaces. Heroic Leap I am going to need to make a macro for. Oh wait, I do already. Okay, cool. So I have Leap. What else am I missing? I got Rage and Blow. I need a proper Intervene if I can, but like, do I have a proper Intervene? No, I do. No, I should. Intervene. All caps, is it gonna work? Okay, all caps is gonna work. I was gonna say. Alright, so I got a rally and we got ourselves rally card duration. So we got a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense here. I usually just go full aggressive build, but this will work out fine. And we'll queue for random. Actually, does Egg want to join me? Egg, do you want to join me, my guy? Let me know if you watch the stream. Yo, what's up, Tony? How you doing, man? Hope you have a good one. So how's the build that's Might's running? I'm gonna give it a try, and then we'll try another build afterwards. Alrighty. Let me in. Alright, Egg. I'll get you in. Oh wait, I gotta do the invite. Egg. Alright. If do you guys want to join me by any chance? If y'all want to join me, Whisper Dal War on the Veldraken realm. Whisper Dal War, if you guys want to join in. I'll give you guys like a minute or two. Are you doing the beta key giveaways? I actually don't have any beta keys to give away. Sadly enough. I wish I could, man. I really wish I could. I think it'd been amazing, but I was looking through my emails and I think there was an email. You know how there's like a bunch of content creators out there that are giving away beta keys? So I think I did get an email. It just wasn't an email from Blizzard. It was like a company that works with Blizzard. It's very similar to like how we did the whole, how I got the whole like, what is it, the Blue Yeti mic, the Shadowlands edition. So that was with Blizzard, but they don't go directly to you with an email. They go through a company that reaches out to content creators and influencers or whatever. So I missed that email completely. I responded back to see maybe if I can get on, but I haven't got a response. So it's one of those things where I think I just missed the boat, right? But it's a lot of it, like when you see an email from like a random thing, I get a lot of emails for like sponsorship and stuff. Like a lot of them I don't take because the idea is like I don't, like if I watch somebody else do a sponsorship video, like I get it, they need to do, you know, if they want to do it, well, they're welcome to. But like, is that something that I would want to be seeing it all the time myself? Not necessarily. So I don't usually subject you guys to it, unless it's something that I'm like, yo, that's really cool. Like the whole microphone thing, that was cool to work with them on. It was really easy to integrate to. I also got another one for NordVPN. I was actually thinking maybe take that, but I'm not sure yet, really. I'm not even sure if you're supposed to say out loud if you are got them or not. But that's elemental. I gotta give Ellie a try, man. I gotta give Ellie a go at some point. We'll queue up. We'll see how we do, chat. We'll see how we do. How's Fury healing? How's Fury feeling? It feels pretty good. I haven't played the Rage and Blow build in a while though, so it's gonna be pretty weird for me to play into it. I feel like it's gonna feel maybe a little bit on the slower end, unless I'm like really bursting. Like the burst of the spec is insane. Like you just saw like my combo there that I just did, right? That was just like a bunch of Rage and Blows, a bunch of everything all at once. As long as I can get used to the whole Still need DPS for random? Yeah, Boba, I can take ya. Yeah, I can take you, my guy. Invite. Yeah, if you guys just want to join me, whisper me, man. I can take all of y'all in. But yeah, the burst you can do with this setup with Thunder's Roar and Northern's Fury, the fact that you can do them back to back is kind of nutty. It's a lot of damn. I kind of was enjoying the auto attack build with single Mighty Fury. I thought that was really good because of the constant rage generation. And I kind of like that single target build because it felt very, very fast paced. The two-hander, even though it's an auto attack build with Annihilator does not work as well for a Titan's Grip build. It definitely is better for a single target because I think single target increases damage by 5 and this applies into that, and then you also auto attack more often so you get more value out of it. But as a Titan's Grip, it's not terrible, although I probably wouldn't play Annihilator. But like the Titan's Grip auto attack increase with the Dancing Blades from Odin's Fury is really, really good. The Bleed synergy together with the whole Bloodborne is really good. I like the fact that Meat Cleaver, like the 4 abilities that you want to use back to back, it gives you like 4 abilities that you can cleave before you need to re-whirlwind. And when you pick up more charges of Rage and Blow, it like feels smooth. It starts out a little slower, right? It's like has a little bit of like a slow start, but once it gets going, it feels insane. And the clouds are really, really short. Arms better than the Fury? I don't know which one I like better. I know which one is going to be better. I kind of do like Arms though. I think Arms is really growing into itself, especially the bleed focus Arms warrior. It feels like you're maintaining bleeds and then building up for overpowers and then going for big mortal strikes, big obliterates, big executes, and big crit value damage, whereas Fury is more like sustained damage that ramps, and you're trying to kind of keep that ramp going as best as you can. Whereas Arms, you have obvious burst phases, and also like some of the changes that are like Whirlwind getting a cooldown, but then it does a ton more damage. It makes Whirlwind a lot more impactful. So Arms has bleed damage that you can play into, or you can go for like resets on overpowers. But what's really cool about it is that there's moments of obvious big burst damage, and I really like that. What if one could be? What one would be better? It's hard to tell, man. It's too early. Like once they start tuning these classes, we'll see a better idea of like what they're gonna play, like how they're gonna play. But as of right now, like I think both could be good. I think because Fury, it used to be like Arms would likely be better than Fury on like, wait, I can move you? Hold on. There's no way I just moved you. There's no way just, hold on a second. There's no way just move that guy. There's like a movement ability that warriors have. Oh, I got Condemn. Oh my god. Oh my god, looks so good, bro. Condemn looks so good. Look at that. Oh my goodness, boys. I look so good. Oh, we got a Feral in here? Okay, Feral's gonna pipe. Feral's gonna pop off. Alright, chat, we gotta beat this Feral if we can. I kinda like Ravager though. So we're gonna see if we can beat a Feral, chat. We should maybe be able to get close. Dude, Ferals is so good right now. Oh my god. Yeah, so once we see like some actual tuning what these classes are like, once we see like what the performance is, because now they're going to be doing like a lot of the tuning side of things. So it's going to be a little bit easier to tell exactly how classes are performing. My god, Pharaoh is so good. Is he run some cheesy? Pharaoh, maybe he is, man. But he's definitely making me compete here. Well, first time in a long while, Pharaoh's dominating AoE. I don't think he's running some cheesy stuff, but nothing crazy, I don't think. We'll take that as a challenge, these cheesy methods. We'll just take it as a personal challenge and we'll try our best here. I definitely gotta do a better job of maintaining my Bloodthirst bleeds. There I may need a lot more crit though to make that work. So my build may be like a very, very gear dependent build. That's okay. I gotta Bloodthirst a lot more often. Bloodthirst has short cooldown. Almost don't need to Whirlwind ever. Actually, I don't think I even need to Whirlwind in single target. That's weird, but it kind of works. Alrighty. Boss time, boys. Hold on. We're gonna leap over. Or charge over, rather. I do Bloodthirst a lot more often, man. Actually, with Lust, I can Bloodthirst every global. That's actually kind of crazy. Or just about every. Yo, that feral pipes. Jesus Christ. Yo, Bubba also piping. Oh my god. Well, my damage was kind of useless there. Jesus, I'm just getting beaten by feral druid. Oh my god. I'm glad the feral's doing good though. And the warrior doesn't look like he's running like some cheesy damage build either. Jesus Christ, man, them bleeds are so good. Look at that. And Bubba's arcane. Dude, arcane is another spec that's really been popping up recently. Yeah, the feral's pumping. Привет, хотел лечь спать, но увидел твой стрим. Теперь буду наблюдать дальше. Спасибо, Михаил. Если вам нужно спать, иди спи. Все нормально, увидим вас в другом стриме. Если нужно спать, иди спить. Alright, we're going left side. Alright. How we want to do, my guy? I just gotta get a decent setup so maybe I can beat the feral in like one of these pulls. That's all I want to do, man. That's all I want to do is just beat the feral. I don't know if I'll be able to. Like, I gotta play the best WoW I've ever played if I want to beat him, I think. I'm trying to, dude. I'm trying to. Make me sweat out here. Making me sweat. Oh my god. Oh, wait, rampant ferocity? Oh, the bites? Jesus Christ, I guess he got a lot of bites there. Alright, we got full bleeds and everything. So hopefully that'll be good. Maybe we can make that work. Yep, I got full bleeds on things. But this feral bleeds are better though. My god. I'm close though. I'm close to competing with him. It could be maybe like a little bit of gear difference. It could be like maybe he got some really powerful trinkets. It's close though. I'm liking the feral's a real spec at this point though. I'm really happy. I'd rather than be like a real spec rather than like a non-real spec. You know? Or maybe just gear. Could be gear. I do have some gear on this guy though. Like I've done the professional stuff in order to craft myself better items. But yeah, it could be gear. Because we're really close to one another. But then he's just like inches out of me by a little bit. Wait, do I have the rampage build? Oh, am I not supposed to run this or am I supposed to run that? Or am I supposed to run hack a slash? I'm not sure actually. Because I did get Smite's build, but I may have gotten like 1 or 2 talents wrong. Hope not. Maybe to use my CDs on CD. Maybe it's one of those little things. Yeah. I'll find out the tank and vacancy in the Wrath of Lich King gonna be level on the warriors. I could be Giga Shield Samurai Boy. Wait, you're gonna be tank now for your guild? Let's go. How is it to tank Wrath actually? Is it any different? Is it tougher than like TBC for example? Okay, just going into boss. I wish I had a reflect for those guys. I think I may need a lot more crit for this build too. Like I'm playing a Bloodthirst crit build. So maybe I'll need a little bit more critical strike there in order to really make that build work. I also need to really get used to that whole Bloodthirst or Whirlwind. That could use 4 abilities to cleave. That's so unusual. I usually like Whirlwind, use 2 abilities. Whirlwind, use 2 abilities. But here I can like Whirlwind and then just not worry about it for a good while. It feels weird. Yeah, my single target is a little bit behind these two, but it could be like what, Arcane Mage and Feral, a little slightly overtuned, just a little bit. I do wonder how they're gonna tune one of these classes. Like, I'm glad that there's so many good playstyles. Oh no, egg! Oh no, egg! Oh, okay then. Did you get rolled over by a meteor? That's upward, but the guy got you covered. He's a nice feral druid. He's a very friendly feral. Alright, that's pretty good. Am I doing gonna be better than Survival BM? I gotta play some MM. I haven't played in a while. But once I give it a try, like we'll get a chance, yeah? Maybe after this you wanna recommend me some MM. But MM should be pretty decent. As for like which spec is gonna be good or best, like it's too early to tell, my guy. Too early to call it for certain. Too early to be certain. I wish I had the answer for you. But it'll be disingenuous for me to be like, oh yeah, this class is gonna be the best, because like we haven't seen the tuning yet. Look, a lot of these classes look good. Like there's a lot of cool utility. Like Marksman has the potential to be good, but so does every other class of the game, really. But to tell somebody like for certain that, oh yeah, this class is definitely gonna be good. This is the class you want to invest all your time into. Like anybody that tells you that is pretty disingenuous this early. I mean, we're getting close to a release, but we're not like there yet. So I feel like waiting until we get a more final tuning, which is probably going to happen towards the final end of the patch, towards the very end of development. Yeah, until then it's like, I don't know, it'll be disingenuous for me to sway you in one way or another. It could be. Like if they tune to do more damage than everybody. But like I like their kit a lot overall. Like their AoE should improve a lot. That's one thing I'll say is if you thought the AoE of Marksman Hunter was like too capped, I think their AoE is looking to improve by quite a bit. In Dragonflight. They got a lot more tools, like for example like the death shotgun thing that leaves explosives on your targets. That's basically being incorporated into the baseline talent trees for Hunter, where you'll multi-shot and you'll put up explosive shots on things which have soft caps on things, but that's all going to increase your AoE in general. And then you also have like I think random volleys when you do shoot. I had to go back and look at it, but I remember like seeing, I thought that they had like random volleys and random cleaves just as they fight stuff, as they shoot at stuff, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of another ability, which is very possible. Probably gonna get aggro, so I'm just gonna tank up a little. Dude, I'm having a hard time beating both the Feral and the Mage. But like maybe I can get this guy into the execute range and then we can make some work happen. Got him in the execute. I'm dying. Heal. Okay, I'm okay. I actually took a lot of damage there. I think it was just all fire breath at the end. Oh my god, that was scary. Oh no. Dude, Feral is insane. It's so good. Bubba Mage also popping off. Mage turned out nuts. It did 241 barrage. Yeah, with that execute, I imagine that's like insane. Was it an execute hit? That's crazy. Touch of Magic also did quite a bit of damage too. Biggest barrage I've seen. That's really good. How's Demon Hunter? Actually, really fun. I think they're going to be one of the better classes going forward. Just because they got two talents specifically, that I think are going to make Demon Hunters insane. Unless they're like severely undertuned. Is there a Demon Hunter out here? Because it looks like there's a lot of warriors. Is there a Demon Hunter anywhere? Okay, I don't see a Demon Hunter in the middle. Usually there'll be like somebody in Metamorphosis. The two talents are, one is Know Your Enemy, which gives you crit chance damage increases. So your crit damage isn't, okay, actually this guy right here has it maybe, yeah? Please don't be vengeance. Yeah, okay. So one of them is Know Your Enemy. Gain critical strike damage equal to, with 2 points invested, 100% of your crit chance. So if you have like a 30% crit chance, your crits do 30% more damage. That is huge. With so many ways to build crit with initiative and chaos theory, and the fact that I-beam is a guaranteed crit, this class, if you crit, it do a ton of damage. I think it's going to scale out of control. But even if you don't go into this, there's also any means necessary. Mastery. Demonic Presence now also causes your single skull magic to become chaos. So your mastery increases your movement and chaos damage done. Though abilities like the Hunt is nature damage, Immolation Aura is fire damage. Your Curing ability here, Elysian Decree, is arcane damage. Sigil Flame, if you choose to run it, that is also fire damage. All of that will become chaos damage. So that means your mastery affects it, making mastery a much better stat that directly influences the damage output of all those abilities, those big hero abilities. And the thing is, you can pick up Mini Necessary and Know Your Enemy. I don't know if you're going to be able to run both, because there is also Shattered Destiny down the middle, where it increases the duration of your meta for every Summon Fury spent, which is quite a lot, and also Cycle Hatred for more cooldown reduction for it, but it has more of a guarantee to it. Not an RNG chance, but a guarantee. But yeah. I think it's going to be really good by that alone. And then also improving the playstyle, just the feel of it feels better. Because Throw Glaive will cause Fury, but it will have a double balance. The Glaive will have a bleed on it, so it's more sustained damage. And cleave capabilities, burn, bleed also. Your Throw Glaive can also spread burning wounds, so it makes Immolation Aura playstyle a little bit better. So like your AoE should be a little bit better. Small targets should be pretty good. Big targets should be still really good. Single targets should still hopefully be better. I just imagine with those tools by themselves in the spec tree, this should be good on damage, but then also got Sigil of Silence. I mean, there's no way that's not going to be good in Mythic Pluses. They got a Sigil of Misery for fear. They have Darkness for group stuff. They also have more health buffs. They also have more damage reductions, but I think that's more like a passive from before. But like the health buff is going to be significant, making you overall tankier. Healing from fire damage also going to make you overall even more tankier. Like, I think they're going to be in a really good spot. They also had a collective anguish back in, which does bonus fire damage. Yeah, the Demon Hunter does bonus fire damage over 2 seconds, become chaos damage if you want it to be. That could be really good too. So I feel like they just got really good setups for like an I-beam build, Blade Dance build. There's quite a lot of talents that you can invest into your spec that can really just build you up in a variety of different ways, and it's really good in my opinion. Like the way they have them set up right now, they're just, I think they're going to be in a fantastic spot. I guess what I'm trying to say. Let's do another class chat. The Hunt base talent. The Hunt is a class talent. Yeah, it's not a base native ability, but yeah, it's a further down the capstone, and you can either get a cooldown reduction or more damage over time. How you doing, by the way, Arcanite? Hope you have a good one. How do you feel about Unholy DK? Oh, they're so fun. Don't even get them started, man. They are the Necromancer, dude. The dots and diseases. Oh, look, it's so good. So good. Alright, chat. What class do we do next? What's up, DC? I'm interested to see what class damage it wants to get tuning. Yeah, me too. Me too. But that's not something you guys should be worrying about. What we gotta worry about at the moment? I know we're getting closer to like wrapping up with the beta, but does your class feel good? Is there a variety of different builds you can play? What are the different synergies in the class? And then tuning, if it's tuned well, to make those builds, like how will the tuning be able to facilitate different varieties of play styles? That is the most important part, I think. Is getting all those different builds that you can create for a character, having a lot of options to customize your character for different situations, and then hope that the tuning is there to get classes to that point, to the point where everything is like viable. Do you think the UI will change in a pre-launch event? Yes, I think the UI will change. Will come in with a pre-patch event. I really think Blizzard should do options like you want the classic UI or the new UI. I think maybe they should do that. But yeah, I think that'll come in then. Hey, here it says DK. Yeah, I'll let the chat decide what to test. Chat, the next class I want to test is either, what did I say earlier? I said Priest. You guys are saying Hunter, so we'll put Hunter on the list. Priest, Hunter, or what? Druid, so we can play some Druid. You know what? Death Knight. Let's go on Holy DK. Priest, Hunter, or Druid. Priest, Hunter, or Death Knight, chat. Priest, Hunter, or Death Knight, because somebody said, what do you think about Death Knights? And I made me want to play Death Knights. YouTube pitch should be shown quite soon. Yes, I want to go over a video on like all the tier sets, all the tier bonuses. I think give my thoughts on them. I think it'll be really fun. Hunter, DK, Hunter. Yeah, guys, write in chat what you want to see, man. Write in chat which one you want to see. DK. I'm seeing a lot of Death Knight. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of DK. I gotta get some gear on this guy. I'm not gonna go super crazy with it. I'm just gonna buy PvP gear. What chat? What stats are the best for Unholy? Anybody know off the top of your head? Give me the 2 stats that are best. Give me 2. You got Crit, Versa, Haste, Mastery. Give me 2. Which ones are the best? For PvE or whatever you think is good. Like whatever makes the most sense. I know that you got Mastery for shadow damage and pet damage. Haste is like faster play. Crit I think is good. I could be wrong. Mastery, Haste. Mastery, I'd assume. Haste and Mastery. Okay, Haste and Mastery. So what I could do with PvP gear, I can only do I'm kind of limited on what I can do. Let me get an egg in here. Haste Mastery, he says. Okay, let me see if I can invite you. Execution. Hey! Oh my god, yo, I'm down to do some red as well, Sav. How we doing, my man? Yeah, can we get a hashtag Sav in chat, boys? Showing appreciation for the wonderful, beautiful dodo, my man. For some reason, I thought execution was not gonna be a warrior. For some reason, I was gonna say is maybe your I don't know. I was gonna say like maybe your Actually, you know what, chat? I think I'll do only one of these. I have another trinket here anyway. That will do some damage. So I'll take a haste with procs. I don't know if it's that good. Mastery, haste, and single target crit for AoE. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll try, because I'm only picking up PvP gear. I can go craft, but like it takes too long, so I'm just not gonna make you guys wait for me to craft all these items. Instead, what I'm gonna do is just pick up all the trinkets that are, or the items that give me the best secondary stats. So I'm thinking haste or mastery then. So like we got a braces for haste. I think there's some of the bracer out here too with crit. So I think I'm gonna prioritize haste and mastery if I can. And if I don't have a lot of options, then I'll take a make half and half. Like some like crit or mastery basically here. All of them are gonna have versa. Shoulder is haste, and then we got what, shoulder with crit. Haste is probably better than that. Chest pieces, one has haste. Pant, one has haste, one is mastery. I'm thinking haste. Or maybe what I could do is pant with mastery while picking up a belt with haste. I have gloves. There's like 1 glove, 2 glove, mastery. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna do easy PvP gear just because it's so much easier just to put that on and jump into dungeons. Now I will need to make a quick build though. I will need to try to remake the build that I was running last time. I think I was running like a dot focused necromancer build. I need to recraft it really quickly. Can I join him? You're more than welcome to. Yeah. I need to make a character like put my talents up together anyway. Or actually, if you guys want to recommend me a build, join our Discord and in the Dragonflight section. If you want to just post like a WoW link to a build you want to construct together real quickly, throw one up for me to try. More than welcome to. I'll just try you guys' build and let you know what I think about it. And we can just try like what works, what doesn't work. I really wish I could get like myself a better weapon. And it's pretty easy like when you craft one. I wish I could get one of you guys to craft me something, but I don't think all those items are tradable at the moment. Death Coil Disease. I was thinking maybe make like a Death Coil Disease build. I definitely want to play into that Super Strain though. Definitely want to pick up Super Strain. That's a Frost DK. It's really fun, Jacob. I do want to try some Frost real quick though, because Frost DK is already set up, I think. Just I think Unholy doesn't have a build. Frost, there recently changes so that Glacial Advance, I think it works, yeah. Glacial Advance should now give you procs of Obliteration, so that should be better. So let me try this. I kind of want to, I should go Zoltazar though, shouldn't I? Just because I have a bunch of things I can cleave down. That says I have talents to add, but I don't think I do. But apparently now Glacial Advance should give you procs of Kill Command. So it makes the playstyle for AoE feel so much more better. Because previously in last week, it wasn't working properly. You had to go for like Frost Strike or Rhyme, which made it so much harder for you to cleave things down. But I'm just gonna go run in, and I'll have Egg build me, or actually Jake build me a Unholy DK build. Haste Master, Versatility, and Crit. Okay, sounds good. PV on Vile Contagion, Fester Might, be happy. You think that's the best build? Vile Contagion and Fester Might? I could give that a go. I did want to play the Super Strain build, like a full disease build. There's this one build I created a while ago. I don't remember exactly what it was. I know I went Super Strain, but I don't remember it was like a Death Coil thing that I did or what. But it did exceptionally well. It played really well. But that's more or less what I was trying to do, boys. Let's go for a little bit of Dim. Drop down Death and Decay. Obliterate. Howling Blast. Oh my god, it does proc. It does work. Chat, it actually works now. Oh my god, yes. Glacial Advances do work. Oh my god, it's so good. Is this working properly? It is. Oh my god. Glacial Advances actually cleave. And proc my my Damie. That's so good. Although I feel like I'm sitting on the spikes for so long. Oh, Glacial Advances. I feel like I need to burn them once in a while. Definitely need to. Okay, we got another Death and Decay. So we're cleaving with Death and Decay. Obliterates the cleaving secondary targets. While we're going for Rhyme and Howling Blast and Glacial Advances for even more Frost Dam. Because it stacks up Razor Ice and things. That's so good. I think it's going to be really good on like big target packs. Because you have Cleave with Obliterate, which is really good by itself. Because you can just drop a Death and Decay and then Obliterate starts cleaving. Which is pretty good. Like just being able to hit a secondary target while it's 100% cleaving. So like a 2 target, 3 target's really good. But when you pull a bunch of stuff as well and you got a big Glacial Advance flying right through them as a filler, it was pretty good to play. It's weird, it's unusual that you're actually using Glacial Advance because I'm so used to Glacial Advance being such a bad ability. You know what I mean? But it feels pretty good. I do wonder if I want to play a double Empower Rune Whirlpool for this build though. I think maybe adjust it so I can always get like so many resources back to back. That may feel really good to play. That may feel exceptional about to play. But yeah, it's really good right now. It is so good. And you're still cleaving a ton. Like, this hits a secondary target. 41,000 hits a secondary target. It is excellent. I'm a big fan. DK have a glyph for anti-magic shell colors on pet. Yes, AMS as well, pet. They do. They definitely do. Alright, Jake, let me know if you have a build, my guy. Or if I'll throw one together for Unholy. I want to try going with you guys' recommended builds, though. That's what I really enjoy. Do you have feedback? Frost DK easy for beginners? I said so, yeah. Frost DK can have complexity, but it is a spec with not too many abilities and with a lot of talents that can modify your gameplay without necessarily adding on more buttons. So yes, it is a spec that I think is a little bit easier for beginners, just because it's not over bogged down with too many like abilities, and you can make pretty simple synergies that are effective. You can definitely like really create some depth to the spec and get even more damage, but like as a new player, you just want to get started and do some decent damage. I'd say Frost DK is a good starter. You're gonna be popping in obliterates, chopping things down, doing a bit of blaster dam, and you'll be just fine. Although, of course, you can definitely create even more depth with the spec, a ton of depth. But yeah, I think it's a fantastic playstyle. Especially if you play the dual wield bit to get started. Two-hand is good. I just think with dual wield you'll get more procs, you'll get more auto attack damage, you can go for more passive damage, so you don't have to worry about like lining up the biggest burst every single time. But yeah. I hope Blizzard make a glyph. New model, so that'd be cool. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if we get some of those Shadowlandsy like undeads in there. Imagine like if instead of like a ghoul, you got like one of those like Shadowlandsy what are those warrior looking dudes, right? Like with the cool Tyrian skeleton, but just all bone. I think one of those guys would be kind of cool. Or just even more kinds of undeads. I think it'd be really neat. Hello, Chad, Dal, my king. What's up, Zhao? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one. All right, so Jay got a build, Death Coil focus build. I like it. This is interesting. So I think what I'm gonna go here is just baseline Unholy DK diseases. I need that one. New diseases have a chance to weaken the enemy. That'll be really strong. And I guess I'll pick up whatever I feel like afterwards. I think maybe I should invest into mobility. Interrupt is fine. IBF is fine. Porn is okay. Haste with Death and Decay, because I am Unholy, so I'm gonna get some value out of it anyway. And I think I want to pull into a Abomination Limb build, so I can group things up. Maybe Empower Rune Weapon, I like that. Yes, Echo, and maybe like... you know what, I don't even have enchantable weapon, so I'm not gonna go into Unholy Bond, although I would love to. And I guess I can pick up whatever other utility I want afterwards. I mean... what's gonna grab? It doesn't really matter, right? Does it? I can grab this and maybe like crit chance. I'll take it. That'll work. All right, so his build is this. It goes into the claw. And you go over here. Pick up a second disease, because you are playing a disease focused build. A disease, a death coil build. Do I actually want to pick up our epidemic though? With bursting. You sure I don't want to pick up Ebon Fever? Because I'm trying to play like more of like a dot build. Like a disease focused build. I kind of want to pick up Ebon Fever. You're saying Vile? I'm not sure if that's what I had for my build though. You know what? I'm gonna just roll with the build that you're recommending me. I just don't think I'll have that many synergies with that, but that's fine. That'll be okay. What am I missing? I picked up everything here. I didn't grab this. I need to grab apparently this, and then mages. Yeah, this is like more of a pet build, but like I'm pretty sure that's not what I was running last time. I think I was using Reaping. I know I was using Death Rot last time. I don't remember if I was using Pestilent. I don't remember if I was doing any Frost Strike. I'm trying to remember what build that I had before. I think I was using a Plague Bringer. Okay, let me actually back up this a little. I do want to try Disease Focus build. Really to try a Disease Focus build. Focusing on diseases, and I think Death Cause maybe. Strike on damage increased by 10, increase your running power. Yeah, so we'll do that. Dots. Maintain damage over time as best as we can. And go into a... I don't remember what I did here. Cooldown reduction maybe? Or Directions Formation. I know that I went for this. I definitely need morbidity. And what does that pick up? Was it Unholy Pact? And I think maybe there's one more ability that I was supposed to grab as well. What was it? There's definitely another ability I grabbed. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was Epidemic. It just has such a death coil focused build. It's really difficult not to grab death coil. Because I don't necessarily want Army of the Damned either. What was it? This maybe? Death and Decay has a chance to apply festering wounds. I'm trying to search my back of my brain if what I do there. Because I made this build before. I don't remember what I did though. Festering Strike has a 50% chance to generate a rune. I mean, maybe that was it. I'm not sure though. Epidemic? Okay, because that call is just going to be really effective. So Epidemic just... Like the fact that it cleaves to a secondary target and puts a dot too. Was I doing Fester Might? I don't think I was. I'll do it like this. I'll do it like this. So it was like a very dot heavy build I was running. I want to try to see if I can create it. I've really been chasing after that build, trying to recreate it again. And I think I'll do it here. AMZ. That goes... Oh, never mind. I did wrong. AMZ goes here. Chain goes there. Pet and Power goes here. I don't think I have picked up Apocalypse, which is weird. But I think last time I tried it worked, surprisingly. Death and Decay, that's another ability that I do have. Alright, that goes here, that goes here, that goes here, that's there. And there's gotta be like one or two abilities that I haven't picked up yet. Dark Command, Path of Frost, Rune Forging. I really wish I had my Rune weapon available, but Rune Forging is bugged right now. Wow, yeah, my playstyle, there's not a lot of buttons in my bars. But we'll see how effective that's gonna be. Alrighty, my guy. Let's see if we can queue up. Let's see how this goes. Hope he gets buffed though. Yeah, I believe. Wait, Dal, DK. I know build. Dal, I know what build it is. Do you? I don't remember exactly what the talents were. I kind of been trying to like. I made one while back that was ridiculously effective. I was surprised how effective it was because it's a very heavy disease build. Because you have brittle that makes the enemy take more damage. You have morbidity that also increases the damage as well for every disease on the enemy. I got dots that are expunging quickly. I got Scourge Strikes that make my dots occur more quickly. My dots have a chance to like erupt in AoE damage, so it makes them like more effective AoE. And I think for the rest of the time I'm just auto attacking and using improved death coil and just trying to spend running power for icy talents to try to maintain that as best as possible. I think that's what I was doing. So for this build, yeah, I guess I'm gonna try this. I'll try doing this whole death coil thing. Maybe Epidemic would be better, but we'll see. Because still can drop down Death and Decay and just start cleaning the Scourge Strike. Did the spellbook get pruned? The spellbook didn't, like the basic spellbook without talents. There is a set of abilities that every class has without speccing into talents. Though that pool of abilities is kind of small. So a lot of your abilities you pick up from the talent trees, right? A lot of your basic deathlight abilities to define which your class is, where you want to go into a more frosty focus, blood focus, unholy focus, and pick up some of the capstone traits down on the bottom. And then there's a spec sheet to help you fill that out. I end up picking out a lot more abilities that are passives that buff the damage of my diseases rather than active abilities. They add more gameplay options. But even the passives actually do give me some gameplay changes as well. Like this one right here with Plaguebreaker. Makes my diseases occur 100% more quickly. It's pretty good. Will this patch be on official servers? Eventually, yes. Eventually, this patch will come out to pre-patch. So basically, I will have everything like evokers, class changes, but no Dragonflight. And then eventually, once the expansion official launches, the Dragonflight will be available. It'll probably have a separate patch for it just to unlock the new zones. Is there a conduit artifact weapon type system in DF? Nope. No conduits, no artifacts. Like, your talents is exactly it. This is the and tier sets. That's really about it. But tier sets are no different if you played like Wrath or TBC recently. You know, you go get your tier set, it changes the gameplay a little bit, it makes certain talents a little bit better, and you're good to go. You can adjust the talents anytime you want to. Yeah, I feel like that's a question that I got a lot. Is like, wait, what's the AP system of this expansion? And to tell people like there's none, some people are like, wait, okay, hold on, no, what's actually the AP system though? Because so many people are used to the AP system. It's like, okay, so what currency am I looking to grind this expansion? It's like, you can quest, you can PvP, you can do dungeons, but there's no currency specifically, unless you want like faction currencies. It's like, okay, does that give player power? What kind of player power do I get from it? Like, do I choose which aspect? Like, do we choose aspects now? They differ to like the dragon aspect. Do we choose the dragonflights? Like covenants? No. It's like that's just a rep thing. It's just a faction. You can do quests for them. That's really about it. You don't get powers from them. I mean, I guess like flying, you get flying powers from them, I guess. Right, as you upgrade your dragon, you do get that bronze ability to like rewind your dragon. That's really about it. That's like the only thing that what they really focused on systems was the crafting system. They basically took all that system stuff and invested into crafting, and crafting's pretty robust right now. And Dragonflight is pretty robust in terms of the customizations and design and all the different ways you can modify a Drake. So they basically took the idea of like, okay, let's make this whole like system and put it into flying. So it's not a player system, but there is a system. There's a currency items and the vendors. It's a weekly cap, I guess. Yeah, some of them will be currencies. Like there's a currency, for example, in the actual Valdraken city for doing these world events. That's like they're like elemental invasions, and you go fight stuff off, and you get currencies. You can turn them into gear, but it doesn't actually give you like a player power or anything. It's just gear. Oh, that's another tank I want to try at some point. Is try some what's it? I need to try some. What am I thinking of here, chat? You're telling me, I'll tell you. Try some. What is it? Prop Warrior. That's what I need to try at some point. Alright. Egg popped off with 100,000k. Yo, I need to see what kind of build you got going on. Because I was trying to do that kind of damn myself. I don't think I was ever able to, really. Although my cleave feels pretty good to play. Jesus. That cleave feels really, really good, though. Oh my god. Death Call cleaves, man. That's weird. With my diseases expunging as fast as they are, I definitely do need to like refresh them a lot more often. That's gonna feel kind of weird for a bit, but it's gonna feel better over time, though. But I got like a proper disease build. Although I'm wondering how good this disease build is gonna be against all the rest of you boys. So many more classes getting better as of this recent updates. Maybe because I remember they toned down this build a little bit, so maybe it's like nerfed quite a bit. But I remember it was like extremely effective before. I mean, the dot damage is really good, and like Frost Plague and Blood Unholy Plague are doing really, really well, or whatever it's called. See if I can get an extra disease in here, in the mix. Actually, what I need to do is I need to go in with Unholy Blight and just let it pop off. That's what I need to do. Because Unholy Blight would just apply all my diseases anyway. I keep trying to like apply diseases, then I don't Unholy Blight. I need to just like stop doing those. I just need to go in disease and that's all. Just leave them there. I just need to keep the auto attacks rolling as best as I can. That'll be helpful. I got my diseases rolling. I could just kind of spend some calm points or spend some resources. Yeah, this build is actually not doing as much damage as it was before. So I guess they nerfed this thing quite a bit. Because remember, it was insane. I guess not anymore. That's a little sad. That's okay. I mean, it's decent. So maybe there's like something I could do to optimize a little bit more. Potentially. Because it was doing kind of okay. Like, it was competing. And it's all dots too. It's all dots, man. Which is so crazy. I became basically an Affliction Warlock. I wonder if there's a way to like optimize it a little bit more. Just give myself a bit more damage over time behind this. I wonder. Probably is. It does do good in AoE though. Like, you just pop off an AoE and stack it. That maybe that's what the benefits of this build is. Go like giga big AoE. Giga big AoE. Kind of just do this. Just cleave things down a little. While everything's stacked up, it's just going to be popping off of each other. I do feel like I need to establish a a festering wound ahead of time though. That's a little weird. Because I'm pressing Scourge Strike, but I'm only using it just to prolong my dots. I don't even know if like maybe I should incorporate any festering wounds at all into the build. You know what I mean? Or should I just maintain dots? But like, what if you could just go like Giga Master in this build? Actually, I wonder if I could go Giga Master, like Giga Haste Master for the most amount of dot uptime. That'd probably be really effective. I want to try to see if I can maybe drop everything onto the boss. I want to see how much burst this thing has. I also have Runic Weapon, but I haven't used it. I need to be using it more often. But like, I wonder if that's possible to just make like a cheesy 2 buttons, just like Scourge Strike and Kid Dots and things build. I think it's possible. Okay, let's get a couple of these in here. Definitely want to redot these guys when I can. I'm just gonna AMS and not go anywhere. Just cleave. Because I'm like full of resources. Like constantly with resources. I'm gonna get dots on that thing. Try to see if we can cleave those 2 down a little. I mean, the damage chat is actually doing stuff. For a bit. It's actually doing stuff. As long as I have dots on things. Does he take more damage when he was low? He doesn't. He just stunned. Cool. I mean, that worked out pretty well, chat. That was decent boss jam. And I think if I just pop cooldowns when the mobs like jump in, and as long as I have like Unholy Blight together with Dark Transformation, I actually should be combining both of those together, shouldn't I? Just to get myself a big burst. Just right to the party, and the verdict is for class of specs. So far with the class of specs, like what's good, what isn't good. Too early to call. I know it's like we've been in the beta for a while, but it's still a little early, in my opinion. Okay, cool. Want to pop cooldowns here. And cleave as much as I can. I need to get Scourge Strikes a lot earlier. I just need to use one just to get my dots rolling. Look at that cleave. Wait, look at that chat. That's so good. Wait, that is actually so good. Wait. Oh my god. I just pop cooldowns. I'm just cleaving. So like, hold on. So you know how for the longest time Death Knights were like, man, I feel like my diseases don't really ever do anything. I mean, Vermin Plague is doing work. Death Coil, Unholy Pact, Sleeping Claws, Frost Fever, and even like the Blood Plague. I mean, everything's doing work. Everything's actually kind of like all part of the big picture of this spec. Just as long as I remember to maintain my Plague Bringer, so my diseases continue getting value. It's very burst oriented though. Definitely very burst oriented build. And I think with the build right here, this talent, Death Blow causes you to take enemies more damage over time. Or is it this one maybe? One of them is enemies take more damage from Scourge Strikes. I forget which one. One of them though. Okay, let's go for this. Death Blow spam. Trying to keep a pressure rolling in. We dotted. Death Claw spam. That's where the guy should stun the boss, or at least attempt to. But like at this point, kind of missed our chance. That's okay. Should disadvance that so I can move anywhere. As soon as my Vermin Plague falls off, my damage kind of falls off. So I need to be better at that. Maybe I should have saved my cooldowns for the next trash pack. I feel like if I optimize this build just a little bit, maybe with stats, I think it could be a decent playstyle. Like mostly a dot heavy build with coils and stuff. It's really fun. Rotten Touch, 10% damage increase to Death Touch. Rotten Touch. Which one is it? Rotten Touch. Oh, this one. Yeah, Sudden Doom causes the next Death Claw, shows increased damage to Scourge Strike. Yeah, imagine that in AoE. How good would that be? You got auto attacks and stuff. The fact that I can Death Claw twice in a row if I want to, I think it's really good. I feel like this definitely has some burst, but it takes a little bit of ramp. I definitely want to find a way to optimize this build a bit more. I think it'll be really good once I can optimize it. But it has potential. It does really poorly like if I don't have cooldowns. Do you want to pull more maybe? Yeah, I'll just get those guys pulled in. Get them dotted. Keep dots rolling as best we can. That's doing work. That's doing work. Again, as soon as I get some cooldowns rolling, chat, that's doing work. So there is potential here. Definitely big on AoE. And kind of okay on single target. It just needs something extra. It just needs a little bit more, man. It just needs a little bit more. I don't know what that more is, but it just needs a little bit more. Maybe it should be a little bit more aggressive on my cooldowns. Maybe that's what that more is. Just go in and start cleaving things. It just needs that extra, just a little bit. It's really fun. Should I join Dalaran, join my Red Dam? Yeah, go for it, my guy. I think you do shoot Atho. I think you definitely should show off how Red Pally plays, because Sat wants to see some Red Pally anyway. Okay, I'm doing this a little late. But we're gonna go full Scourge Strike AoE spam. With my pet cleaving down. So maybe like Epidemic would be a little bit better for pure AoE pulls. I basically made a build where I'm not even using my festering ones, man. I am getting some applications of it here and there, I think from my main pet, but I'm not really doing it that much. I think what makes this build work is maybe Death Rot. I need to be a little bit better at getting my Death Coils and... What is it, Death Coil? Yeah, Death Coils on the boss as soon as possible. Because if we can build up more shadow damage, I mean, that's going to be really good, because it's all my dot dam. Dot dam is all shadow. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be that great at these ads. Killing them very, very quickly. But who knows really, right? Maybe I'll be okay at that. Except I gotta get away from that guy. But maybe putting dots on everything and just nuking it like that. Maybe that'll be huge. Although my pet gotta get over here as soon as possible. For him to have any value. Where is he? There he is. Took him a second. I want to see if I can maybe go with like full dot rot spree. Right, just go in a circle and dot all of these constructs. If I do it quick enough, with dots, and maybe dots on that guy. I just need to get a couple of Scourge Strikes in too. Just one or two. And then Modots is gonna like rampage a little bit more. Is that guy still alive? Oh, they're still alive. Both of them. If only I could do that Scourge Strike build together with a Clawing Shadows too. That'd be so nutty. Just imagine just like doing all that from a distance. Like so much extra range in the playstyle. That'd be kind of nuts. I don't know what's going on. Just no, not anymore. So you actually having the gear helps out a lot. So if what you can do is you could pick up a bunch of PvP gear. That's what I'm doing, and I feel like I'm doing kind of okay. I definitely could go for like fully optimized and like get myself the best item level, best secondary stats. But I just put on a bunch of PvP gear and it seems to work out okay. It's not the best because like versatility I don't think benefits Unholy nearly as much as haste and mastery, because mastery increases your shadow damage and the damage of your minions. But it's decent. I think it works out okay. It does the job. Yeah, on 3 target cleave, this build is not super effective. But again, I wonder, like, with better gear, maybe it'll be pretty still kind of okay. It is really fun, though. Like, extremely fun. I do need to drop a Death of Decays more often, though. I definitely need more of those. Yeah, as soon as I pop cooldowns, man, that's it. I'm taking off. Yeah, so you don't scale at all, but they definitely should add some kind of scaling. I imagine they'll do scaling for like when they do Mythic Plus testing and when they do proper rate testing. At least I hope they do. Because I feel like there's going to be so many cheesy things you can do with gear, and then how much like take forever to set up a character is just a little much. I kind of just want to be able to just get in and go. I do like the build you got going on, the egg. I mean, that thing is nutty. When you got the Odin's Fury, Odin's Thunderous Roar, all the bleeds. I do want to see what kind of a setup you got going on. Very, very interested. Amson on Forge. I still don't really understand how the whole stun mechanic here works for this place specifically. But I got sick of this build. This Dad Unholy DK build, by the way. Any thoughts? I'm loving this a lot, man. It plays really, really good. It plays smooth. Once I have my weapon, like, I can actually rune forge it, I think it'll be in a fantastic spot, though. Like, this build can only get better. If I only had Death Grip, or, yeah, not Death Grip, but, Grippy Hand. Doom Blizz released a schedule of trade testing? They did, yes. They do have a schedule. I think they're gonna be doing the, some bosses Thursday and then some bosses Friday. So hopefully the build will be there at least by Wednesday. But yeah, they do have a schedule at the moment. Dude, what do you guys think of this damage build, man? What do you think of this dot build, man? This disease focus build. You guys like it or not? You guys like this playstyle or not really? Updated version of that old build? Oh, okay. So it plays into it goes to Spire to do damn. Really? Okay. Invoker tank, please. Yo, you think they should add Invoker tank? Maybe they should. I don't know, man. I feel like they wanted a range class and give an Invoker a tank playstyle, like it'll do counterintuitive if they're trying to make a caster class. Like they probably could, but I don't think of this at this point. I highly doubt they would. I highly doubt they would. It's still late in development. At that point, maybe they'll be planning for like a 11.0 to add a tank evoker. I don't know, man. I kind of want them to try this whole caster evoker thing and just see how it goes. I'm actually kind of excited to see how it works out, like this mid-range caster class. Like I want them to really follow through with it, really go through with it, and see how it how it works. Alrighty, boys, we're gonna have to go full disease, full pets, all disease in the world, and rampage it real quickly. That was really good. That was awesome. I enjoyed that a lot. I enjoyed that a lot. That was ridiculously good. Just dotted and everything melted. Because you got eruptions just going off at once. Just cleaving things down. Jesus Christ, this cleave DK build is so good, boys. My god, this has to be one of my favorite playstyles out there. Look at that, goddamn. Frost Fever too, also does good damage too. Frost Fever does really good damage. I really wish they made Frost Fever and like Blood Plague. Blood Plague is Shadow, but Frost Fever isn't Shadow. I really wish they made Frost Fever Shadow. I think it would be probably better synergetic for this. The Rocket Tank makes sense for the worst, is the worst part. Like they can make a tank, I guess, but it's like, I don't know, man. I get the whole like, hey, we have a lot of melee in the game. Like, do we want more melees in the game, chat? Or do we feel like that? Because everybody says there's too many melees in the game, and it's like, okay, so we're not gonna make Evoker a tank. It's like, no, make it a tank. It's like, dude, don't just add another melee. I guess my biggest problem is Evoker melee. I feel like if they add them tanky and melee abilities, they're gonna end up basically creating kind of like a pseudo melee DPS build. Because when you give them so many like melee abilities, even as a tank, you'll probably be able to make like a DPS playstyle out of it, one way or another. But hey, you know what? If most people want to see like a evoker melee or evoker tank, then if let's say like they'll do a poll like, hey, would you want to see a tank evoker, like a viable playstyle at some point like in the future? Just do a community poll. Just go off with a community poll, and if the community says, yeah, I want it, I'd say, why not, right? If majority of the community actually wants it. But so many people complain about having too many melee. But then similar people also want to work a tank. It's just like, we're asking for two things that I feel like are pretty opposite of one another in a way. You know? Does that make any sense? Too many melee, but also work a tank. I don't know. Also, we got like not a lot of damage. That or nobody's got really cheesy gear on this boss. I actually got to play this boss for quite a bit. I'm actually surprised. Yeah, this Deathco build can definitely do well. I feel like it just needs something extra. I think maybe just picking up a runic weapon or my weapon and getting good secondary stats may be enough to make it viable. Is that a better? That is a little better actually. Haste crit. I'll take it. That's so much better. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that was awesome. Dude, I enjoyed this build a lot. It's just full dots. Mage tank. Yo, at this point, mage tanks, man. Actually, would be kind of cool. I think it'd be kind of cool if you did a mage tank. Like, imagine like a Khadgar style, like a big arcane mage, but a tank. Can a caster be a tank or a hybrid tank? I guess so. Yeah, at this point, adding anything else would just blow the class amount in the game, make comms nightmare to do. That is true. Like, that is something that a lot of people like. Everybody wants all these cool stuff. Like, would it be cool if we had like, for example, would it be cool if every class had a 4 spec? Thematically, yes. What if you had like a warlock that doesn't feel like a warlock? What if you have a mage that's like a chrono mage or something? What if you had like a fire death knight? That's a idea that people floated around before. What if it's a warrior with like a spear, like a spear focused warrior, kind of like a mix of warrior survival hunter, like almost like you get into like a bland hybrid playstyles and class builds, right? It would be cool. On paper, it would be awesome, but like, yeah, functionally too. Like, how would that work out for like balancing and tuning? Because we have no WoW balance. Like, lots of classes is hard to balance them out as is. You know what I mean? Conan Warrior. Yeah, Conan Warrior, Berserker, Glassdance Warrior. Well, Glassdance Warrior I could see kind of come back because it's already been a thing. They basically take Prop Warrior but give him like a damn, but I don't know. That one's like, it's something we've seen before. That one is more or less been realistic at one point. So because we've seen it before, I could see it returning. Because we've seen it, because it worked before, and I imagine it would work now. Fire DK floated around SL Alpha because how Ball was using magic given him by Red Dragon's Wrathgate. Pretty sad that it didn't. Yeah. Rogue's Township makes me dizzy. There's a lot of choices in the Rogue Township Magnus, isn't there? I like that we have a lot of options though. But yeah, it's true. Like as Billy says, like it's a lot of classes, it's a lot of specs, it's a lot of like bloat at that point. Like the way they add classes and do like a couple specs at a time, I feel like it's a pretty good way of like, okay, let's define what the meta is. Classes will go through some changes, and then you can make another class that fits a specific role. Like if you take a look at Evoker, they do bring a lot of new things that other classes don't into the table, right? Like in terms of like their buff, the raid buff, it's not necessarily a raid buff for performance. It's like they didn't take it away from any other classes. You get movement speed, which can actually be like even better in some cases. It's a very, very situational, but it's also really, really good. It's a good defensive buff because mobility lets you escape out of things very, very easily. Be able to use mobility more often. I mean, having an invoker in the party like will make your classes feel better too. Like it's a pretty impactful way to like add a buff without necessarily taking away from something. And a lot of the defenses invokers bring are kind of similar to other classes, but also not the same too. Like Zephyr, like a raid buff of Zephyr, it gives them like a damage reduction from AoE abilities and movement speed. It's kind of like a AoE darkness or like a devotion aura, but not really. It's mostly specifically for AoE. Not all the abilities are gonna count towards it. They got like their own mana regen for like one ally. They got the movements, basically they're like priest grip with extra steps, but it's also really unique and really cool in my opinion. Like the way it all functions. The healing playstyle, the damage playstyle is like similar to other classes, but also unique in its own way. And I feel like if you just were to add like a 4 spec for every single class, I feel like that'd be really difficult to implement and design and actually make it work and balance it and make it feel unique. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just can't imagine them adding like a 4 spec to a lot of classes without cutting like serious corners. You know? Would it be cool if over time we got stuff like that? For sure, but that stuff needs time, and I don't think between now and the release of Dragonflight we're gonna be able to get anything like that. Yeah, it's a lot easier to overhaul. Do you think Mistweavers are doing? Yeah, we gotta play Mistweaver. We gotta definitely play Mistweaver. Let me do this chat. Shadowhunter, Actual Blade Master, Windwalker. Yeah, I feel like that would be like almost like a sub-spec at that point though, Egg. Geomancer. I feel like maybe they would like, you know what, we're gonna look at specs as a sub-spec rather than like a real spec with its own identity. Then if they can take the game in that direction, it's like you're gonna be somewhat similar to another class, but like you're gonna have few unique mechanics. If they did like a sub-spec, right? Like a Geomancer would be like a mix of Enhancement Shaman with some melee, like Storm Strike, but then you also be like maybe instead of throwing a lava burst from Maelstrom, you'll be doing like some rock blast, like rock spikes or something, and you have some rock-y mechanic. Did Mr. get changes? I think this build they did, but I don't remember. Chat, which class do we play next? Demon Hunters can wear off hands? I'll can they really? That's weird. A good class would be a melee healer displayed of Old God. That would be cool. That actually, I don't mind that idea. I think it's kind of like a, I'm thinking of like a Shadow Priest, but like with a sword. Like a two-hander. Like a Blade of Twilight or something. That'd be kind of cool. Like a mix of a Death Knight and a Shadow Priest together. But that's what I'm starting to think of. Like at this point, like we have so many classes in WoW that I want like a new class like this, like a Disciple of Old God. To me, it sounds like, at least the way I imagined it, Shadow Priest, but with a melee, kind of like a Death Knight in a sense, but like a Twilight Void Warrior-esque playstyle. But at that point, it ends up being like such a cool idea. It becomes like a mixture of both, and it's kind of like sits in between those two specs in a way, those two classes. You know what I mean? That's I think the problem that runs into. Like, there's so many cool ideas it could do, but in a sense, it kind of feel like a sub-spec almost. So maybe they introduce the idea of like, hey, we're gonna do sub-specs, they're like a mix of two classes together. They're not exactly the newest thing in the world, but they will like draw from a portion of this and that. Like if they do that, then I think they could have a lot more options because there's a lot of sub-specs you could do. Like if the community likes the idea. Cross-faction work? No, it doesn't. So you have to make a Horde, or we have to go Alliance. The game called Conquest of Azeroth has done many of these class specs ideas and recommended, by the way. Private server? Yeah. Check it out if you're interested. Yeah, I guess. I mean, be careful playing on like a private server or whatnot. It's still, I guess, technically, I guess, Blizzard TOS and whatnot. So do it at your own will, but peep some videos on it and be like, whoa, cool. You know what I mean? Showing DKs. Dude, they're so fun. This definitely is one of my top 5. I want to say top 5 classes, but there's so many classes that I'm excited for in Dragonflight. Death Knight is definitely one of those I'm really super excited for. Just because you could throw together a disease build Death Knight, and it actually has moments where it performs well. It's so nuts. Be cool subclass of Shadow Priest, like a melee light warrior. Like a subclass of yeah, exactly, like a melee light warrior. That'd be cool. Are they named for cross-faction guilds? So Benz, I don't think cross-faction guilds are coming in Dragonflight. Or maybe not at the beginning, maybe by the end of it. They said it's a part of it is a technical engineering feat to do that. Because the way the game is designed, it's a spaghetti code game, right? It's a vanilla WoW, and there's code on top of it from TBC, code on top of it from Wrath, code on top of code on top of code on top of code. This is why like the game is in a state where, for the longest time, you couldn't even expand the, you know, the basic bag slots that we get. You couldn't give us more slots without breaking everything. In fact, the game is in such a state for a while that even if you were to move a random rock over like 2 inches to the side, now you can't queue for a certain battleground. Like it was like there's so much spaghetti stuff where interactions can create weird consequences. They've been trying to unravel it over the last few like updates, little by little. And they were able to like, you know, give us more backspace. That's like, hey, promotional thing of like, hey, secure account, get some backspace. But they got it to work without like destroying the game. So it's like a feat. They said it's like, there's an engineering thing behind like trying to put it together. And based on like how the game is spaghetti code, I kind of believe them personally. I don't know how you guys feel about it. So they said it's an engineering side of things they got to do to make it work. So maybe not available in Dragonflight, maybe like sometime in the future in Dragonflight, but nothing confirmed, nothing guaranteed. Mr. looking quite strong in Arsham. Yeah, Mr. is looking really good. Chat, what do we play, man? Do we play some Monk and play some Mistweaver? Because I've been loving Mistweaver. I don't remember if this guy has like a full town setup. I may need to set it up very quickly, but Mistweaver is so good right now. It's a Fistweaver build, man. That's my favorite. If you're not enjoying Mistweaver as a Fistweaver, I feel like you're playing it wrong. It's so good. Do we do that, or I'll give you guys options. That or a Feral Druid, because they're insanely fun right now. Insanely good right now. That, or Shadow Priest, yeah, or Shadow Priest. Mistweaver, Feral Druid, or Shadow Priest. I'll let the chat decide that one, man. I'll let the chat choose what you guys want to see, what you guys want to see me play. Because I'm having fun. Hey, fist weaving, really? You really dislike fist weaving? I think it's so good. Oh my god, there we go, boys. It's so late to doing this YouTuber thing, but it's all good. Also, boys, sorry for my voice. I know it's like it's a little scuffed. Man, I wanna put a video together tonight. I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to do it with my voice, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being more overly self-conscious about it. So what are we looking at? Like, we got Feral, we got Priest, we got Feral, we got. I've not seen a lot of Mistweaver actually. I've seen no, I've seen some Mistweaver, but it's a lot of Feral, a Spiky Priest. You guys are all over the place actually. I see a lot of Feral though. Do we do Feral? Is that what we're doing? Let's see Shadow as Priest looking mated. Looks like it's a lot of Shadow and Feral. My man's AJ, my guy, 53 months. That's crazy, dude. 53 months. Okay, we gotta have like AJ in chat showing appreciation for a wonderful membership, my man. 53 months, bud. Can you believe it, my dude? Oh my god. Thank you for continued support, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, my man. Dude, I would go louder. I can, man. My voice still cuts a shot. Thank you so much. BM Hunter, Priest, Miss, man. Maybe we'll do a Hunter on the next one, but I'm thinking chat. Based in the chat, I'm leaning towards I think a Feral Druid. It's either Feral Druid or a Priest. Is there a build that you don't have to do a Void Form? Yes, there's a new build for Priest, then you don't have to do a Void Form. I definitely want to do Mistweaver too. I definitely want to do at least one game of Mistweaver. I want to definitely do at least one Mistweaver. But it's really 50-50 between Feral and Priest. You guys are all over us, Priest. Alright, we'll do Priest. It's 50-50 between Feral and Priest from what I see. But I really do want to show a non-void form Priest. I want to try it for myself because I haven't really got to try in a dungeon. I just got to hit some chain dummies. But I'll show what's like how it plays, more or less. Alrighty. Oh, wow. Well, actually, the fact that they have this what's new screen, I know it's a placeholder, right? So just a green square. But that means they're getting pretty close to releasing. Once they have this on like PTR, usually means like shortly it's going to be available. So that's really good to see actually. Let me get my man Egg. Are you still going Explosion? Oh, you're on Mage now, aren't you? Invite Egg Explosion. If you guys want to join, by the way, you're more than welcome to. Let me know. If y'all on the beta and you want to join up, let me know, boys. Alrighty, I also need to do class colors because it's going to bother me. I can't spell class apparently. Class. Alright, so this build is very unique. It's a no void eruption build. You don't go into void at all. It's instead a Dark Ascension. Every minute I can pop it, it gives me vicinity. New non-periodic shadow damage does 25% more damage. It's pretty good. So things like Shadowboard Death does more damage, Mind Games does more damage, my Mind Blast does more damage, and Mind Spike does more damage. Mind Spike for me is gonna replace Mind Flay as a filler. So as I'm using filler abilities, I'm just gonna. Good evening, yo Sally, you wanna join? Hold on, let me leave. Let me get you in. Here we go, my guy. So as a filler, how you doing, Sally? Hope you're having a wonderful evening, my guy. Okay, we can go up now. If you guys want to hit me up, Dal Priest on Valdraken. Dal Priest on Valdraken, if y'all want to join. Hi there, King. What's up, Bork? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. I hate that void form. You had to guess the date pre-patch. What would you say? So there's a leak that said October, what is it, 26th, 27th, 28th? There's a leak that said October, I think 25th. 25th or 26th. I think maybe it'll be all done. If I had to guess, because that's like, I'm just going by like a leak that says, oh, that's when it's gonna be. It's not a confirmation, not a guarantee, but yeah. I want to say it's probably gonna be 25th. I think that leak is real. That leak did pretty good for like predicting Overwatch 2 date. That leak did a pretty good job predicting Classic hours before they revealed the pre-patch, and it predicted the release date way before Blizzard revealed that as well. So that leak has done pretty good so far. It's like 2 for 3, I think. So as long as it's mildly accurate, I think it's actually really realistic. Like 25th could be pre-patch, and then the release will be like 29th, I guess. That's what the leak says. I think the leak actually has their dates as like a 26th here and a 28th here, but like Monday 28th at 12 AM release, kind of a global release. I could see that, because it's probably gonna be like a global release then, or something. Who's leaking us out? Blizzard ads. I think honestly it's nobody actually leaking. I think honestly it's somebody who's given the permission to like, hey, put this out. You're more than welcome to, just to drum up the hype. Honestly, that's what I think it is. I don't think it's like actually leaking against whims. I think it's somebody like, okay, they're given the opportunity, just randomly posted on a throwaway like Reddit account or MMO Champion account. Just like, I'm gonna just leave it here. Or give it to a person that's like the regular leaker or something. That's what I think. Meta PvP classes. Too early to call exactly what's gonna be Malachi. I think we'll need to see what the tuning is looking like at the end. I think Evoker as a class could really be good. I think they have a lot of tools that could make him exceptionally good, like as a healer or as a DPS. I would say Monks is still looking pretty good as a DPS. Rogues is generally pretty good. Our Mages are looking good. Warlocks are very, very tanky. Do you think Demon Hunters too? Because they got a lot of like that sigils and stuff. That's probably going to be useful in PvP. Plus the damage they get put out has actually been kind of nuts so far. Unless they do some heavy tuning for that, I think Demon Hunter is going to be incredibly good with bleeds and cleave and all the stuff we're doing. Did you predict Overwatch release date? Overwatch release way before that leak. It didn't predict Overwatch release date. Overwatch true release date was predicted before that leak. Was it actually? Okay, well, then never mind. I thought for some reason it was. But I guess I had it wrong then. Because I'm main outlaw in PvP right now, but I think it's going to be faction change, so I'll try some medium. I think Rogues is still going to be good too. Rogues have a lot of talents that are not super functional, but our damage so far has been pretty okay. I do wonder how they'll tune our damage. Like if our damage doesn't really get like toned down too much, I think Rogues should be in a good spot. As long as they fix our bugs, we'll know like what talents work, which ones don't. Because right now it's like a good portion of our talents are like, oh, this could be really good, really exciting. It just doesn't work. You know, that's like the biggest issue for now. But we'll see. We'll just have to, definitely just have to wait and see. But we should be in a good spot. But yeah, it's kind of like a wait and see type of situation at the moment. I can't really predict it. I think Warrior's supposed to be really good too. Like they got a lot of damage out there and talents. Yeah, I think at this point, like all classes look good. Basically, a lot of the classes have potential. It really just depends solely on how they tune them. But based on like certain unique utilities, I think Demon Hunters and Evokers have definitely got some unique new stuff this patch, this build. Rogues definitely deal with dance. Mages definitely deal with even more crowd control than before. I mean, Breath for Arcane, that seems insane. Death Knights are looking good too. Priests could be really good depending on how to tune them. Like their healing right now is really nuts. Same thing for Warlocks, but like that could get toned down and it's like you don't really get much new. I think Warlocks are going to be tanky just because they got more default tanky elements. Again, could be tuned downwards, but overall a lot more defensive utilities. I also think a lot of the healers are going to feel more improved because all of them got interrupts except for like Priests. I think a lot of the healers are going to feel better, like Mistweaver and Holy Paladin are going to feel awesome to play in PvP just because you can interrupt and combine extra CC. Like having all these classes becomes a lot more valuable in your composition. So it's definitely going to help them out a lot. Should challenge quickly? Sure. This is the build that I'm running. I am going for like a Mindbender build though. I could go swap to do your build if you want me to, Jake, because I know you see a shadow build here. You did go into somewhat like a build, but you didn't go idle like Sharaj. Actually, you know, yours is a level 60 build, isn't it? No, 69. So you want Void Form. I don't know if I really want to go Void Form. You know, I'm not even sure if I really should do Harness Shadows either. I'm thinking maybe go like Ancient Madness. Or I could go Mental Decay. But I'm not playing Mindfully though. But I just needed like a couple points to reach into this Idly Sharaj Mindbender build, so I went like Puppet Master. Which you get Shadow Puppet does help out with that Mindbender build. I just didn't have the points to really make it. There's too many points here. Like getting 2 into here and 1 into here would be awesome, but like I just don't know what to take points out of. I also want to take points out of either Yux or Ron. Which I guess I could, right? Crit and then this damn probably is better than all these and Yogg. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, that's also another problem. Yeah, so this gives me a little bit better optimization because it's like 1, 2 points, but I only 2, and then you should put 2 points into Matter and Touch. So in fact, I need to find a way to extract 3 talent points. if I want to be able to do this. So 2 points here, 1 here. So I guess I can remove idle. These here. But it's not the idle that's the problem either. I don't know. I think this setup that I got going on is decent. Glad to hear Boom could get some love. Yeah, Boom is getting quite a lot of updates as the next build. I'm really excited to see what they're gonna get in terms of like the talents and how they're gonna function. I'll probably cover it this evening because Evoker's also getting a change, chat. Healer Evoker is gonna get a 30-yard range to their build instead of 25. That's gonna actually feel pretty impactful as a healer. I think as a healer, you do need a little bit extra that leg room to get your abilities out. As a DPS, you know, I really think that maybe should give DPS also 30-yard range. Just to give them like a little bit more bone, like it's still mid-range, but just that extra, I feel like it's gonna be impactful, but we'll see. Getting Boomies back, yeah, Shroomies, yeah, Shrooms are my favorite, man. Back in Cataclysm Chat, I used to play Boomkin. This is the main DPS that I used to play, main class, Druid, Bounce Druid specifically. So in Cataclysm, there was this playstyle you could do with PvP. You would have an Onyx Trinket, you didn't have Celestial Alignment. You kind of just had like procs of Star Surges, which did a lot of damage. And you have the Shrooms. You could put them up in one spot and detonate them, and all of them would do a bunch of damage. If you had a bunch of them stacked up and an enemy was standing in the shrooms, it did a lot of damage to them, or you could spread them out so you could do damage to multiple enemies at once. But shrooms were really interesting, because what you could do is you could cycle on an enemy, right, for 6 seconds or 8 or whatever, how long it was back then, and you would drop 3 mushrooms under them, pop your Onyx Trinket, cast Star Surge to make sure the Star Surge hits them as they come out of Cyclone, and as they come out of Cyclone, explode mushrooms under them. So Star Surge together with mushrooms, if they were like, if everything crit, you could maybe global somebody. It was really cheesy, but that's how you burst it. That's how you one-shot people. What's up, like, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one. If yours stays the way it is, shrooms will be only taken for their damage, not astral power gain. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if Führer is gonna stay the same or not. I kind of like Führer though. Like, I don't mind Führer. It's very situational of a talent, but in certain situations it can be really good. Like as a feral, going for like non-energy heavy build and going for more damage, and then using Führer to offset the energy if you're fine power shifting out. I think it's fine. Although feral Joey feels so good with energy build where you don't have to power shift. I don't know how many people are gonna do it, but just having the option to do so is nice. I still think the most OP Druid was back in Wrath. The rest of the Druid was in Insect Swarm. I haven't played back then, but I guess with us going back to Wrath, we should be able to then, yeah. We should be able to. So that'd be really fun. You have to get rid of the right mind spike thing that for a bit. The right mind spike thing, what, mind melt? Do you think I should not pick up mind melt? Wait, do I need mind melt? It's Brutus casting me with mind blast, 50 increases critical chance. I kind of like the mind melt though, but should I get rid of it, chat? Because I could get rid of that. Could get rid of Puppet Master and Heart in the Shadows, and that'd be 3 points that I could invest here to pick up Mattering and Touch. What do you guys think is better? Because I just use it for crit, but like, I don't know. I could give it a try and just go for like no insta cast. Hey man, hope you're doing good. Long time no see. What's up, hey? How you doing, my guy? What's today without voice? What's today without voice? All good, my man. Without voice, without me. Okay, sounds good. Hey, my guy. Hope you're having a good one. But Mountain Red's really well with Ascension. That was what I was thinking. Like that's a lot of extra crit. Lot of crit, lots of DM. But I don't know. It could maybe be like better just to go for like more procs with Shadow Insight. But I like it's only crit, but like crit chance. I think it's kind of valuable. And the way that we apply dots, by the way, as this spec is so good, chat. I want to give Sally, I think, a burst. I want to get as many Mind Blasts as I can and cleave. And cleave. And cleave. We're gonna get this guy dotted too. Cleave. Mind Blast again. Mind Blast again. Actually doing kind of okay, damage wise. Actually doing kind of okay. And you just see how much damage everything does though. Like DP is gonna do overall like 8,000 plus 9,000 dam. This does about 9,000. Yeah, so DP I think is more valuable as an ability. Okay, cool. This is gonna be interesting. But we got ourselves big what is it? The Mindbender Cleave with DPs, Mind Blast, and we got Psychic Link together with Shadow Apparitions. So hopefully that'll be pretty good. I wish you could maybe bypass this and pick up Mind Spike, but we'll work with what we got. I also need to be a little bit more careful with when I use my what's it? I need to be a little bit more careful with when I use my Shadow Crash, because I want to make sure I use it on mobs so I can hit as many of them as possible. Sorry. We dot you real quickly. Get as many of these Mind Blasts as I can. Is it better for me to spike twice and then Mind Blast just for the crit? I wonder. I definitely want to use Mind Games more often though. A lot more often. What are those white wings around your legs? Around my legs? I'm not sure actually. Also, I should probably pick up a disease dispel, shouldn't I? Wait. Oh yeah, I don't have a remove disease. Wait, what if I did like this? Pick up a disease dispel. That's not a bad idea in this place. White wings around my legs. I'm not sure. We got a lot more mobs out here. Disease dispel. Got myself. Huge. Diseases again immediately. That's fine. Oh, big cleave though. Massive cleave. Oh my god, chat, this feels really good to play. My goodness. Yo, look at them cleaves though. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Also, we got our Voidy boy spawning in for a second there. What was he? Think from Beyond? Yeah, the Think from Beyond doesn't do anything, but once that thing is tuned properly, I think it'll be great. Oh, let me stop dispelling you boys. Yeah, being a priest and not having a disease spell is pretty weird. Definitely shouldn't be doing like that. Should not be running it like that at all. So I guess I just prioritize other abilities and only use Mind Spikes. Like, do I use Mind Spike procs actually? Because I feel like Mind Spike procs are probably going to be valuable. Try to see if I can get around. So how much more damage do Mind Spike procs do actually? I need to figure that out. We got Eruption again. The fact that I could use Eruption as often as I do, that is so good, chat. That is so good. So this does how much more damage? Mind Spikes. It does 50% more. I don't know, like 14%. With this many stacks of Mind Blast. I feel Mind Games actually, I think, become valuable. I just gotta figure out like when do I use and when do I not use Mind Games though. We're definitely gonna do a better job of that. Or not Mind Games, but Mind Spikes. Because Mind Spikes from dots, they become instant cast and then do more damage. I also need to use this a lot more. I got myself a bit of AoE with what's it called? Divine Star. I'm drawing blanks so hard on the release abilities, man. So many blanks. Like, look at that cleave, man. We actually did pretty good. Like, Mind Spike eventually does do 24,000 damage though when it crits. So you could do up to 31. I feel like at some point when I have so many Mind Spike procs, I should just use them. I should start using them more often. It just, I don't really know when is a good time to do it. At all. I just don't know when is a good time. Okay, big AoE. Give this guy Mind Games real quickly. Like at some point I'm thinking like maybe I just Mind Spike because it just does so much damage. It's not even funny. Like it's actually so much damage, it's ridiculous amount of damn output. But I'm not even sure, man. I'm just not sure. Because it also cleaves too. That's what I need to figure out is like what threshold do I mind spike and what threshold do I not? Because it does a lot of damage. Psychic Link has a lot of cleave behind it. It's like ridiculously good. It's really, really, really good. I just don't know when do I stop, when I not stop. There's usually some downtime when you're on general insanity. I don't know, I feel like I'm just kind of swimming in insanity a lot of the time. So I don't think I'm really playing into like a downtime. Or maybe like my build is a little bit over, maybe my build is like a little bit too much. The build that I got going on right now, there's just so much generation of resources that maybe it's like I just need to kind of draw back a little bit. I got so many insta-cast procs, I'm never having to cast and I do a ton of damn, but I don't know. Alright, Egg, I give you a buff. Just look at this instant cast, boys. Literally instant cast and everything. I'm not having to stand still at all. Still moving. Still moving. For the most part, I'm moving. This actually feels really good to play, though. Feels exceptionally good to play. This is such a good ShadowPC with Void Form. I think Void Form is still gonna be good, but I am liking this build. It does compete with Void Form as of right now. It is actually competitive and it's extremely fun. Extremely fun. It's all insta-cast mostly. I get a zoom rotation while on the move. It is ridiculous how good it is. And you just cleave it for, what is it, 80k DPS at some point, I think it was? Jesus, dude, Psychic Link is so good. I'm starting to think maybe Mind Spike takes priority at this point, chat. I'm starting to think Mind Spike takes priority at this point. It's such a good ability. It is too good not to use. Just look at this. Just cleaving. Just cleaving, I'm gonna go with a bit of more AoE. You can do this whole thing while on the move. I think this is gonna get nerfed though. I feel like that's gonna get nerfed. I don't think they intended for ShadowPC to do this. I don't think they intended for ShadowPC to just run around and cast. Dude, it's gonna be so good for PvP. You're just a proc city. Proc city, boys. We do need one. Oh wait, no, we're good, we're good. Okay, so hopefully we'll have Lust and everything for this next actual boss fight. In just a moment here. I kind of want to save my cooldowns, I think, at this point. Unless we do like a Giga Pull or something. I think I want to say CDs. Whole time moving, chat. Once I get my dots in there, once I get procs, I'm moving. Cast Darks more often. That's true, I should cast Darks more often. You're right. You are correct. Alright, Egg. I give you a buff if you give us a buff. Hit us with it. Hit us with the Daniel. As many. Huh? I'm sorry, what? Wait a second. That boss just melted. Huh? I'm sorry, what? Wait, Chad. He's literally Houdini. He's like, I'm gonna make this boss disappear. That is insane. That is actually insane. That is legitimately insane. Oh my god, this Arcane Mage just missiled and barraged the thing for 300,000. Just deleted one of these bosses. I can't believe it. Is it good for targets or a little bit more? For more targets, I think you will still... So for more targets, I think you'll end up running like a Mind Sphere build, maybe with a Dark Void to put more dots on enemies. That's a good question, though. Yeah, I think there's... I think you still have... I think you already have gameplay options for those, though. My god. Hey, Dal. It was very specific, but you happen to see sub-rogues. But I put a point to improve the ambush to get Shadow Dance. But I have ambush. So I think ambush becomes Shadowy Duel. Oh no, Shadow Strike. I think that basically is just it says ambush, but for sub it becomes Shadow Strike. It may just need like a rewrite in the tooltip. They just need to adjust it in the tooltip to be like, hey, Shadow Strike instead of ambush. So I think it does work though. I think it does work, friend. I wouldn't worry about it too much. So yeah, it's weird, but it should work. It should work properly. Yeah, that is a good question though. What we're doing like AoE packs, like big AoE. I guess like Mind Seer things. Put up dots on everything, or as many things as I can. I think I still want to put like at least 4 VTs. I imagine like Mindbender, doesn't he just cleave everything? Question 5 nearby enemies shadow damage. Yeah, so it's actually kind of a lot of target cleave. Oh, my damage went nowhere there. Maybe I just didn't go right. That was kind of okay. I think I should have put a DPs more. A couple more dots and everything. That's my fault. I'm already in combat with this guy. Got too close, so sorry. Oh yeah, I need to use Divine Star more often. I keep forgetting about it, man. I am so sorry. Like, I know what I need to be doing. I know the right way to play it. I just keep bungling it up just because I'm stupid. Keep forgetting. Egg, by the way, you're kind of... Wait, what happened? Gotta get going, have fun, y'all. Alright, man, I didn't realize you were gone. Oh no, we lost our power cannon, boys. We lost the boy that made this run work. What do we do now? The prodigal son is gone. Oh my god, the cleavy do. It's actually kinda insane, chat. There's some dots in here. Maybe we can plug my pet by a second more. Nah, not really. Kinda messed it up. Should have committed more into a Shadow Word death there. Try to see if we can reposition a little bit. Actually, no, I kinda want to go in. Divine Star. I'm gonna clean for a lot, chat. Clean for a ton. Definitely want to dot that guy up. Is he just gonna get friends? Oh no, he just resets it for a while, comes back. Like a good boy. This is really, really fun though, chat. Ridiculously fun. Heal may die. I'm gonna try to see if I can heal him a little. And Celadros. Heal you, boys. Here we go. Got this dude back there just hitting us. There we go. Unfortunate. We gotta replace him. It looks like we are in progress. Yes, replace. MM Hunter. I definitely want to give MM Hunter a try tonight if I can. I'll try, boys. I'll try. Wait, do I have a... I do have the good heal. Hell yeah. Can I just kind of... Yeah. Something's in combo with us. I'm not sure what. It has to be like a stealthy or something. It's gotta be. What's up, Val? How you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, bud? ShadowPowerPC feels so good to play, man. I do wonder what the rotation is on, or I do wonder what the priority is going to be for your abilities, but it feels really good to play right now. Also, that other guy isn't here yet. We're just still blasting anyway. I think it's funny. Oh, the Demon Hunter that joined us. Trying to get these things dotted. Let me get some AoE. Maybe more mobs. Big AoE. Oh, even more. Oh, so that's what we were combat with. Okay, that's a lot more mobs than I remember. I don't have a kick, so that's a little bit scuffed on my side. Oh my god, that's a lot of mobs. Gotta make sure to dot everything here if I can. Okay, well, it makes sense what came over here. Oh, really good neck. It's just a script Mersa, but it's really good generally. It's so weird, chat, that I'm just insta casting. Again, I swear to God, I feel like this is not what they intended for Priest to become. Is an insta cast monster. Also, the off healing in PvP is going to be exceptionally good. Doing good on university, just being on PTR testing and AV stuff. Let's go, my guy. Yeah. How are you liking Paladins over on PTR, my guy? What are your thoughts on them so far? Because they have a lot of builds at max level, but in PTR they can at least play like a lot of their playstyles too. Then I definitely want to try some M100 at some point tonight. Alright, Sully. Blaster, my guy. Oh my god, everything just getting blasted so hard. Jesus. Okay, alright. That's a lot, man. I think what I need to do is get dots on people, put DP on the main guy, and then cleave off of that big guy as much as possible. I need to do a better job of that. Like the Rainbow Stalker over there, or Robro Stalker. Because if I cleave off of him, I think I'll be in a great spot with damage. Yeah, I think this kind of works out. I don't really know if this guy, if that guy can get buffed a little bit, the thing from beyond, then I think we'll be in a good spot. Why am I drawing all the aggro? These guys are all looking for me. How does it tell? I'm just chilling. I do gotta use Divine Star a lot more often. I feel like I just am constantly sitting on that ability. I'm not doing it on purpose either. I keep catching myself that I'm like, oh wait, yeah, this ability too, I forget. Just keep forgetting about it. Otherwise, it feels pretty good. I do want to see how this spec plays like pure single target, which I don't think we'll be able to really try single target until like final boss. Alright, Sally, you ready for that PI, my guy? Just give it to ya. This is a lot of single target, I guess. But also has a little bit of AoE, which I can't really do much for. Let's just save like my dots, then maybe I can make it work. We can do one of these. Divine Star. That's that stuff, right? Yeah, I'm mostly like single target heavy here. Let's just save a Shadow Crush for these ads. Then maybe I can make it work. It was kind of okay, I guess. I definitely do need to get myself a little bit of like natural cleave. But I don't really know. What in Mythic Pluses, will those ads live long enough? Or is it just better for me to go pure single target? Also, we're still in combo with something. I have no idea. I swear to God, we're just gonna be walking and doing the normal thing we do here. Just blasting mobs, and then we're just gonna have like summon like a big army of gnolls running behind us. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, if I turn around and see a massive gnoll army, I'll be upset. Oh yeah, Divine Storm. No, Divine Star. Yo, by the way, that was kind of a big pull. We didn't really have a decent setup for that at all, but we had decent damage overall either way. That's actually kind of cool. Just a quick Shadow Crash and cleave the hell out of him. That was nutty. felt like Outlaw Rogue cleave, like target cap cleave, but it worked. Gotta be one of those cleave specs every 30 seconds, Vanquish a hammer. It may be, yeah, it may be. We'll see, like, maybe they'll adjust it a little bit more. Who knows, right? I need to use my Divine Star more often. I had a bunch of mobs stacked up. Like these guys who are walking in, I just need to go and like Shadow Crash and Divine Star immediately. Divine Star, DP. Here we go. That was a decent amount of cleave. I just gotta get used to like the cleave that we play into, as this build in particular. Like once I get used to it, I think we'll be in a good spot. I'm just so fresh with it. Trying to instacast as much as I can though. I don't even have dots on that guy. That's my fault. I got nothing for this. Yeah, the fear. I got nothing. I don't have an interrupt. I actually have to invest points into it, but I'm kind of going damn build for as much damage as possible. Actually, that may be a bit of an issue with Priest though. It's just like you will basically be like, okay, do I want a silence effect or do I want to be able to do damn? That may be a little bit annoying though. Because here's like the points that you put in here. I guess you could bypass dispersion if you really wanted CC. Like choosing between defensive or CC, that's gonna be a tough choice, honestly. Hey, how's it going? What's up, Jordan? How you doing, my guy? Hope you have a good one. Doing good, my man. Just a regular. Alright, if we could just kind of bypass these mobs or just fight them, that's cool too. That's cool too. Let's see if we can get some dots in here, maybe. Crash. I really want to pop some cooldowns, but I'm trying to save as much as I can for the boss. But I feel like maybe that's the wrong way of going about it. Maybe I should have just went in. Cackle, I got nothing for it. Is nobody running interrupt? Actually, that may be the case. Maybe nobody's running interrupt. That could be the case, chat. That could be a real situation in Dragonflight. Nobody's running interrupt. Oh, no, I just wanted to go for more damn. Although a lot of classes have like natural interrupt too. So I don't know. Please get away from me. Oh no, another one. Oh, Demon Hunter. Onion Beam. You literally have a baseline interrupt. Please just use it. I'm in a wall. Okay. Alright, I went through a wall for a second. Made outside a level, boys. Take it outside the box in this one. Shoot Pathfinder. Oh my god. I need to use the Divine Storm more often, man. I keep not using it, but it's a decent ability. It's a decent bit of damage. Like it's what, 5,000 DM? Yeah, but like with all the dots, it's like goes up. I don't know, it's so good for AoE though. Paladin will have an interrupt 100%. Yeah, Paladin, you'll definitely have to go back into interrupt. I feel like the interrupt though sits in a good spot where you're going into damage, so picking up interrupt and dam kind of makes sense. The only way you'll be able to avoid it is if you... are we all... Nobody Night Elf? Yeah, he's gonna have to just res. I mean, I have a Warlock amongst us, so let's just fight some stuff. We got nothing else going on. Just for funsies. Does it give sanity? I don't think it does. It's a decent bit of AoE though. What is a giant squid monster? So that's a thing from Beyond. It's a thing you can summon as a Shadow Priest once you get enough procs of your Shadow apparitions. It is called Idol of Yaxaron. After conjuring 50 Shadow apparitions, you summon a thing from Beyond that serves you for 20 seconds. The thing from Beyond blasts enemies for 2,148 Shadow damage, but I think it does a lot less. But that thing, it's supposed to be kind of good, but it's not really doing good damage right now. So it's situational, I'd say. situationally good. Hey everyone, I usually play the easy prog-based class like Frost, or DK, or Mage, and I find it more fun and easier, but I feel like every class gets harder in Dragonflight. What would you suggest? Every class is gonna have like a more complicated builds that maybe will be good for min-maxing, but then also will be simple versions of every class that will still be effective. I think every class can have an effective, simpler playstyle that will still do decent. You may need certain stats or certain like trinkets potentially in order to exemplify that build, but every class should have like an easier mode where you still can be pretty effective, because there's certain key talents that you can take. I mean, again, if you're trying to min-max, of course you're gonna want to play like the best build, and right now we don't really know what that build is until we see more tuning. But I think you'll still be able to make an effective build that's a little bit easier to play, that's a little bit less convoluted. That'll still get you majority of the damage everybody else is doing, just doesn't have that same difficulty level. So I think you'll still be able to play that EO does. I think mages have the propensity for that too. Like Frost, I think could still play very similar to current Frost mage and still be pretty effective. I need to see participate in 5v5s again. Miss so much. Yo, Zan, maybe when we do beta streams, yeah? When we get ourselves a 5v1 beta duel. I think it'd be really fun. But yeah, Jordan, that thing is supposed to be good. Right now it's been really undertuned. But once it's good, I think we'll be in a good spot. Is this guy having to go? Okay, so I think he's going a long way. So he started away here and he's having to run through. I was gonna say, like, we should spawn here, right? Or did it spawn here? He should have respawned here. That's the last boss we killed. So he should have been just like, oh, maybe he ran this way. And then he's like, oh, wait, wrong way. And now he's having to go do this. Dude, I wish you had a warlock. This is where, like, we just summon him. He doesn't have to think about it. Just go. The Holy Priests not have a res anymore. They do. They do. It's just we're all in combat. All of us are caught in combat. We can't really res. Otherwise, we would have res that guy. Trust. We would have resed him. It's just something in this dungeon kept just left us in combat permanently. If anyone were Night Elf, like if we're an alliance and Night Elves, then you could totally do it. Are we just gonna pull without the boy? Okay, I guess we're just doing it. Just pulling without that one guy. Rest in peace, guy. You will be missed, guy. Kinda feel bad for that guy now. Definitely want to swap to this thing as soon as possible. Mind blast in there. Get this guy blasted out some more. Trying to kill that Rob Burst Totem, but I think I'm the only one who's hitting it too. That's unfortunate. But if we can burst, PowerPC feels very bursty. He needs some procs, but it definitely can be bursty. Yeah, now that we're in combat, we can't really loot this thing. So we'll get the loot, I think, in our mailboxes or something. Oh, those guys can loot apparently. I'm still in combat with something. What? Okay, that's an agility trinket? I thought it was an intellect only. I have that on my mage. Okay, I guess I don't get any loot though. That's fine. I'm in combo with someone, so I'll get it in my mailbox. What the hell is the thing printed for 60k on ShadowPowerPC? I can take a look at it and see what did the most damage for me. I think it was Mind Games or maybe Mind Blast. One of those two. So this is the boss, I think was. Yeah, so we had DPS hitting for 24Ks. We had Mind Blast hitting for 58k. Mind Spike hit for 36k. Mind Games hit for 55k, non-crit, so that would have been like 100k. Yeah, so I think it was on Mind Blast and Mind Games. You got yourself, ShadowPowerPC right now have a pretty nutty build. We can do a lot of burst. There's like a chance to carve your skulls all over the dungeon. I like it too. I like it too. I think it's gonna be really good. I think if I played into if I was a little bit more aggressive with my Mind Blast and my pet, I probably could have maintained a lot more damage output. But yeah, there I had to do a little bit of target swapping, which with DPs probably not a good idea. Maybe what I should have done is like I should have just kept my DPs and everything on like the boss. Just like DPS is the boss. Totem spawns in, I dot it up, and then I just go back to hitting the boss. Maybe that should have been what I did, but not a lot of people really swapped over to the totem. If more people swapped, then I think it would have been a little bit easier. Maybe. But yeah, this class has some cleave now. I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking ShadowPowerPC a ton. Dot damage, cleave, all those things are so good now. Our beta invites over. By the way, I think they're still going to be doing more invites, but I could be wrong. They're going to be doing raid testing, and I imagine more PvP testing, so there should be more invites for those. For anybody that hasn't gotten into a raid test yet. But yeah, chat, should we do another character? Swapping class. Smiley face. Should we do another class, boys? Let's give another go, man. Let's give another class a good old-fashioned shot, yeah? What do you guys want to see, boys? Mind Blast really get buffed? There's a lot of talents that interact with Mind Blast damage now. Yes, Mind Blast can do a lot of damage right now. It can do quite a bit. It can also be a guaranteed crit with a Mind Spike build. Possible class mages, we can maybe give it a try. Just name whatever class you guys want to see. There's Hunter, there's Druid I named before, but anything you guys want to see. Mage, Red Feral, we could give Feral a try. Mistweaver, that's another one. Mistweaver's another one. Healing, I haven't done healing in a bit, so I think it'd be really fun. Warrior, Ellie Shaman. Check out Bonnie's build for Shadow Priest Bird's build. He says hitting 130, 150k mind games. Actual one-shotting people in arena. I know numbers are beta. I could totally see it. Yeah, I could definitely see mind games doing like a ton of damage. Yeah. I'll probably peep it at some point. I would need gear in order to get that. I think construct my gear and like I think all mastery Versa I believe is what he would need to run. Just for the most amount of damage. Moonwalker, Mistweaver, Balance, Ellie Shaman. Boomy I definitely want to play at some point. Soldor. I don't want to play him like once the new build is available because the new talents are not in yet, but they're going to be soon. Boomy, I'd love to try Boomy, but like we could either try Boomy now or we could play Boomy like once the next build is here, once we get new changes. Mr. Red, Feral, Warrior, Ellie Shaman. That's a lot of choices, boys. Go Boomy, does Boomy either way. Because Boomy's getting changed a lot, man. Boomy seems fun. Their new abilities for Boomies haven't been implemented yet. Till new build. I'm thinking maybe wait till new build and then definitely give Boomies a try. Because I got a lot of new stuff on the horizon. Because the current Boomie is going to change quite a bit. RMM. So we got what? Mistweaver, Hunter, Feral. I'm seeing a lot of Feral. So should we just get into Feral, boys? Because Feral is so good right now. It is in such a good spot. Or Mistweaver. I feel like it's been forever since I actually played a solid Mistweaver. I don't know. I'm starting to lean towards a Mistweaver, man. It's been a bit. F it, go Feral. Yeah, Feral's also really fun too. Okay, we'll do Feral. At some point I'll play Mistweaver. I kind of miss the whole knife face stomp Mistweaver with the fist weaving. Because it really buffed up fist weaving by a lot. It's a lot more convenient. You just basically focus on damage and you just heal a ton. Alright, Sally, are we gonna get you in here as well? I'll throw you an invite. I don't know if he wants to join up as well or if he's chilling. I guess we're doing it. I guess we're going. Hell yeah, my guy. Yeah, Feral's really good. I don't really have that much gear on my Feral. I got a little bit. I got the PvP gear. Got enough much crit as I can. So I can get the common point generation rolling. And last time I was playing some Feral. I think I was doing like... What was it? 60k on AoE packs. I think it was. Does that want to play Bear? Yeah, I think I only have one where we were doing some bosses and we did like what 50k DPS. I think it's normally 60. I'm back. You want to join us, Egg? Because you can back out if you want to join. Also, Elfman, I guess we should get you in too, yeah? Atho, come to Zuldazar so I can in-view. There we go. We get the homies back in. Let's get my man Atho in here too. 23 hours until Sweet Grind begins. So is it gonna be like a Monday 12 a.m. type of release, Jake, or what? That's crazy though. Or is it like it's tomorrow at 7 p.m. like a worldwide release? That's nutty. Show you talents? Yeah. Sure thing. It's these. Here we go. I'll play like a very bleed heavy build in this one. It's like a very dot heavy build that ended up working pretty well. I could go bite heavy too, with like Tiger's Fury, but I decided to try this, see how it works. Couple leads for me, 11k UM. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hell yeah. Usually Tuesday's super weird for me to be on Monday. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Maybe to sort my gear out. Okay, Atho. Sounds. I can spell sounds, man. Cannot spell sounds whatsoever. Alrighty, boys. Let's get in there, yeah? Again, sorry for my voice tonight, man. I feel like the more I'm talking, the worse it's getting. Is it can even smell sounds? Yeah, for real. Camera plan for the most efficient XP per hour. It looks depressing. And a cat for 3-4 levels. And Hakat. What's the Hakat one? It's is that the spider dungeon? Hold on, is that the spider dungeon in the Dragonflight? Is that what it is? Because Hakat, it's like it's a very Egyptian sound to it. And that makes you think of Nerubians. I'm going kind of off the top of my head. I don't really know the Wrath of Lich King dungeons by heart. So I know Nexus. I remember Nexus and like Utgard Keep. That's really about it. I'm sure if I sit here and search my mind, I'll probably be able to remember some. Old Kingdom, the Spooter dungeon. Oh, okay, yeah. So what's up, King? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a wonderfully beautiful evening. Welcome. How you doing, my man? Did you get all your keys done? Or your weeklies out of the way? Man, I don't know how I'm gonna work in a video with this voice. I need to probably take breaks or something. I need to figure something out, man. Also, I'm like, I need to soothe the beast. What's up, Zabu? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful evening, my man. I'm playing some DK on the Classic Wrath. I'm getting DK ready for Wrath tomorrow. Yeah, at least get it to at least 68, but if you can get it to 70, get it a head start to get it to 80 as fast as possible. That'd be a good idea. Me and Kren were gonna level, but yesterday was a perfect time because I had a lot of free time last night. But Kren said something like she just has other plans. So me and Kren really just have tonight and maybe a portion of tomorrow to level. So we were close to level 68. I feel like the only way we get it is if we just start grinding now. And then maybe wake up tomorrow and grind some more. But I don't think we're going to be there for like the launch itself. Which makes you a little bit sad, but that's okay. I remember first time going to a new bar dungeon in Wrath of Lich King and seeing all those giant spiders. Arachnophobic, lots of ash. Yo, me too, man. I'm not a big fan of spiders. In fact, I had to kill a little skittering Nerubian this morning before I went to bed. I was up last night getting some work done. And I saw a little Nerubian skulking on the floor. I'm like, oh, hell no. Actually, not even little. It was actually kind of bigger than most spiders I see on average. I was like, hell no. Oh man, I gotta run Netherstorms, huge XP gains. Yeah, apparently dungeons are huge. Netherstorm is big. So we've been running like what, Blood Furnace as well as Hellfire. I'm thinking we just, if we wanted to really grind out levels, I think we would end up doing like the Slave Pans and like this Naga-esque dungeons. I think at this point, like if we wanted to do it really quickly, we just grind dungeons. Should be able to hit somebody by today. DK is currently 68 on his way to 67. Yeah, you should be able to get a level. And honestly, later. You want to hear my voice bug story? It's not super bad. I'm not sure. We'll see, Egg. Hit me with it. And hopefully we get an actual Dunder queue here soon. We have 2 DPS. We don't have any tanks or nothing. Huh. Well, hopefully we'll get somebody queuing up. Queue. Heroics, friends. Smiley face. Get these boys in here. Get these boys some queues. But yeah, you're really close. Me and Kren are like 64, I want to say. We just recently got to level 64. So hopefully we should be able to maybe, possibly, potentially hit 68. I don't know, maybe at some point in the future. Speaking of spiders, there's like 2 black house spiders in my house. One of them was just a meter away from my bed and happened to spot a black spider on the wall in the dark, and it turns out it was a huge ass spider. I hate them. Bro, I hate spiders too, man. I can't stand them. I was trying to sleep one night and I felt something on my leg. Felt pretty big, so I thought it was my dog. I reached out to give her a pat. It was under my sheets. Pulled the covers and a cockroach the size of my palm was skittering up my leg. Bro, where do you live where you have cockroaches the size of your palm? What the hell? Never skipped so loud in my life. My goodness. What makes the edit mode work? What makes edit mode work? I'm not sure. Sure, edit just works for me. Cassie, I have no clue. It just works for me. Like when I hit edit, it just lets me edit stuff. I just hit the button and it just works. It's a Todd Howard mechanic. You know what I mean? Dal, can you check the build I want to try for Outlaw? Yeah, I can peep it. If you want to link it to me in like Discord, we have a Dragonflight section. You can post it there if you want to get my guy. If you link it there, I can let you know what I think about it. It's literally infinite energy and no downtime. Yeah, hit me with it, man. I'd like to try it out for myself then too. As if I can roll into hand axe. Yeah. As a survival hunter, hell yeah, my guy. Hell yeah. Go to Turkey and have cockroaches fall on your head from a tree. Happened to me, yep. Really? What the? I've been to Turkey once. I cracked the back of my head there and I had to get stitches and it was all kinds of like, it was a buckled up mess. It wasn't pretty. Ooh, dragon riding, boys. This is a good dungeon. That's a good one. This is my favorite just because it like you can fly around and go places. I feel like this could be like the fastest done dungeon if you know how to dragon ride properly. Oh! I don't know why this works, but this worked. Chat, look at that. That's a gladiator mount. That's like a gladiator skin of that Drake mount. The red one. So it's a dragon riding mount, boys. If you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, gladiator mount, boys. Look at that thing. It's gorgeous. Maybe get some speed. Gain some height. Look at that thing go. Fiery red hellscape. Oh my god, it looks so good with them wings spread like that. Oh, it looks so good. Imagine something like this swooping around you. You know you're in trouble. That's how you know you're just dead. Oh, war stomp. Yeah, I need to go big bleeds. I'm a little behind here. It's so pretty, man. It's so pretty. Alright, give us another one. Give us more mobs to fight. Pull all of them. Everybody. Yeah. Trying to keep the bleeds rolling on everybody. Look at them bleeds, man. These don't work. Okay, well, we got more of them in here. More of these guys. Trying to bleed them all up if I can. More rakes I can get, the better. I just want to spend as my energy as fast as I can here too. Gotta get this guy dotted at the very least. Huge, look at that. We actually started out kind of like mediocre and dim, but then as everybody's cooldown started kind of waning, we're just popping off, boys. Got a couple of rakes in there. Big bite. Couple more bleed spread. Dude, Feral feels so good to play right now. I'm just fueled of energy. Oh, it's so good. Alright, now we get the boss. I don't know how my single target is gonna be, but we'll see. My single target may be not that great, but we'll I guess we'll get a preview here, yeah? I do have Furor too, so we can swap out a Furor. For energy. We need any, like we can go with this. So now we have all the energy in the world. I feel like I haven't run out of energy at all. Do real quickly. Back to maxing. Probably somebody got the cannon thing. Ballista? Maybe? Anybody? Oh, nobody got it. Oh, we're dead. We're 100% dead. Yeah, nobody did it. Nobody did it. Wait, somebody did. Hell yeah. Sorry, Celagis. You had to die. Normally Hilo does it. But I think Benny did. What a homie. So chat, actually, like after everybody's dead and we're still bleeding, we actually get decent damage out of it. Works out. Let me see if I can res you boys. Oh, where's my res at? Some on bars. Here we go. Put it on a bar. I'll put it on my bar. Hell yeah. I mean, this expect as a whole with the new race, the class, etc. Daliana's opinion, how does this fit into the rest of WoW? Like, is this more of a Korean MMO gimmick and I'm worried you don't feel like WoW? I don't know. I feel like this still plays like World of Warcraft. This one still plays very, very similar to World of Warcraft, my man. So far, it has not played like a Korean gimmick MMO. But then again, like, I don't know, for one man's gimmick MMO, maybe another man's non-gimmick MMO, you know what I mean? Because I don't really play a lot of Korean gimmick MMOs, so I guess I just wouldn't really be able to tell you like what one looks like, just because I'm experienced them on a regular. But also, like, if you're playing gimmick Korean MMOs, I would say stop it, get some help. Because already the word gimmick does not sound like a great word. You know what I mean? If you describe it as that, stop it, get some help. No, this feels like World of Warcraft right now, though. This definitely feels like pure WoW. Does not feel like a gimmick. At least I wouldn't describe it as a gimmick. Oh, I might die. I got nothing here. Maybe bear form? Yeah, I'm dead. We didn't have a healer. Oh, I guess a healer. But yeah, with dragon riding, they're not really making it all the way over. I need to maybe just, what I do right now for my character is I don't have any kind of healing, so I do have instant cast heals from swiftness talent, but I don't have the it on my bars because of there's a bug right now over in the beta, and in some cases on PTR, that let's say like you use a certain ability while in a certain form, in certain stance, like let's say I'm using an ability in cat form like regrowth, but if the ability isn't on the same button out of cat form, basically I can get the character like, if let's say I cast regrowth in cat, but when I swap out a cat, that regrowth is on another bind, the game will try attempt to cast regrowth over and over and over and over and over, because like something about in the game's logic bugs out and it keeps trying to use regrowth constantly. So then I can go into cat form, but the game will keep forcing me out of cat form, power shifting him out to try to cast regrowth every single time. And it becomes like super annoying. Ooh, I didn't realize you could go up here. That's cool. Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, boys. I went the scenic route. We can keep going though. Guild Wars 2 had a dragon running. Isn't just a current copy of something WoW players wanted for ages. So I don't know what flying is like in Guild Wars at all. I can't compare. I have no idea. Swords and Legends Online has something very similar to dragon running, but I think WoW did it much better. I don't know. Personally, I'm really hyped for. I'm really hyped for Shadowlands, for Dragonflight as native as it may be, and I think you could breathe new life into the game. I don't expect new Wrath of Lich King Legion, but I think it'll be good. Yeah, I feel like it could be good. I'm hoping it'll be good. But yeah, I definitely do agree with you. It could breathe a lot in your life, but we'll see how it goes. Again, cautiously optimistic. I think it's how a lot of people approach the expansion. I think it's the most fair way of doing it. It's the most fair way to approach it. Cautiously optimistic, because we all want the game to be good. We just don't know if it will be. Would it be awesome if it was? Hell yeah. I think at the end of the day, we would want WoW to be in the best shape it could be. That's all anybody ever really wants. I'd say just pull these guys, the Thunder Beast. Yeah, just pull them. And pull them into it. Yeah, that's good. I probably should have pop cooldowns there, but it's okay. It'll be fine. I want to figure out which one of these guys is the one that does all the DM. I don't think it's this guy, but I could be wrong. One more totem? Did we miss one? I guess we did. Hey, look at them bleeds, man. Look at them, damn, them bites. Actually, Rip is so good, dude. Terror is so good for an AoE. What the? That is insane. Wait, Terror is ridiculous. That's really good. Wow. I'm loving this. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Okay, I don't have any cooldowns for this main boss, but hopefully the bleeds will be enough. Well, hope for the best. Also, everybody gets a buff, but that means I don't have a re-stealth. Maybe the game's still lets me prowl. Yeah, the game lets me prowl. I like that. Oh yeah, thank you, video game. Appreciate you. Very, very kind of you. I don't have any energy, so I'm just gonna be proactive and just power shift for fewer buffs and pick up as many of these buffs as I can. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Sorry for... I'm literally eating into your space. I'm so sorry. But I wanted these buffs really, really badly. All these orbs give you like a big damage buff, chat. That's why we're grabbing them so greedily. I think every single one of them gives you like how much damage? Okay, 50% max. But 50% more damage seems really good. But I think it also makes you take more damage too. Damage and healing, no. Just picking up the orbs just damage you initially. Maybe it makes you take more damage from energy surge. No, it doesn't look like it. Let's go storm. That's like the, I guess, boss enrage-ish mechanic. Look at them bleeds though, man. Bites were a lot here. Bites and shreds were doing a lot of work, but bleeds also quite a bit of my damn too. It feels so good to play, chat. That's ridiculous. Never run out of energy build you talked about. So this one you kind of do run out of energy, but I play into a fewer play style where I shift out of cat form. I usually shift to like caster form, and I apply quick sunfire and everything. And then shifting back into cat form gives you full energy. And then you could also shift into bear form if you want to, like shift bear form, cat form, and you'll never run out of energy. It does mean you'll have some downtime a little bit, right? You're not always in cat form, but I think it's better than just like not having anything to press. I wonder if I could maximize this build more, because there are some more other talents that I could grab, like maybe Relentless to make cost a bite cheaper. But I'm trying to go for as much bleed damage as I can for this playstyle. So thematically, I want to go big bleed. I'm just trying to see if it works any. Seems to work kind of okay, and it ends up being like a middle ground, a good middle ground build. But you could probably make it like a lot more energy sufficient build. I don't think you'll end up playing like a bleed heavy build. You'll probably make like a shred bite heavy bleed build, but it's still decent. It'll still be very decent. Okay, we're gonna get over there. Make sure I put bleeds and everything with rakes. Bear form, power shifted, huge. I want to go berserk, but I feel like I should just save for the boss at this point. Oh, you know, maybe I'll use it on the next trash pack. Yeah, I'll probably use it in the next trash pack. Yeah, but it's a decent build. There's a couple of ways of building it. I think cutting out costs on my bites though would be a bit better for like the energy management. A lot better for that playstyle. Ooh, that felt good, chat. Imagine doing so many K in AoEs of Feral. Would normally never happen, but in this build, it does happen. It's so good. I guess we can pull these guys. Why not, right? Just maybe pull them on. Yeah, pull them on top. Yeah. Make sure we get kicks on those, though. Try to get as many rakes as I can. Bear form. We get fewer out of it, too, which works out. Oh god, that's a lot of AoE. Are we alive still? Okay, I'm just gonna focus on dotting as many things as I can. Sally is CC'd. I can't really help ya. That's the biggest issue. We're gonna power shift just so we can get out. Oh, we're gonna die. Unless we get a heal. Okay, I'm just gonna stand and heal myself for a second. Just for a second. Alright, now we're good. We actually were doing kind of okay. Actually kind of sort of lived that. Alright. Yeah, our damage kind of went out of the window. I tried to play it very, very safe. Our damage, by the way, is actually so good. I wonder if they're gonna nerf these guys though. But it is playing touch passion, so maybe he does have some cheesy stuff going on too. I don't know. We'll see. I've noticed a lot of people have been doing crafting stuff and they'll get like all the cheesy consumables. Some of these items are actually kind of really cheesy. Like this one that has the cooldown reduction. That's pretty basically using PI every 20 seconds. Or 10. One of those two. I don't remember. Is it Cabo going to be nuts in DF? Yes. Dots damage increase and 30-second CD on it. Yeah. Cabo should be pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. This guy knows what's up. He knows how to do it. What speed? Everybody. Huge. Tutorially for Feral, I think maybe still a little awkward, but it'll be okay. It's a little awkward, but definitely an improvement. There we go. I mean, it was alright. Neck for mastery. I don't think so. Haste is decent though. Man, look at this dragon though, boys. It looks so good. I don't even know how I have it. I don't even know how the game gave it to me. I just decided to go on a Highland Drake and it just gave me the Gladiator version. It's so good. So pretty looking. Guild Wars is kind of slow ramp up to high speed. Is it really? Like in terms of their flying elements? Okay, yeah, I just never played Guild Wars, so I don't really know. Like, I DC'd. I crashed. All right. So this place, you do DC here once in a while. Maybe I DC because I crashed so hard. Literally crashed into the ground, crashed my game. That or just the zones that causes hard DCs. It was doing it to me the other day. I like Guild Wars 2. It's a cool game. I was having a really hard time getting into it. I was really bad at the dodge mechanic. I was really bad because I'm big into PvP and I was really bad into dodge mechanic. I thought the game was cool, but I was like, man, I think I'm too bad for this game, man. I can't play it. I'm too terrible. You see as well? Okay, so it's just not me then. Because the other day, like, the whole party of mine crashed completely. Okay, so this place, when we're approaching the bot, oh, literally everybody, you see, look at that. That's funny. But when we're approaching this place, they got these shamans up here. There's Stormcallers, and they get a buff, channeling lightning against aerial invaders. Like if I'm up on a Highland Drake, it's like, oh, you're gonna get knocked back. Watch out. Zap. And it just sends you flying. You have to come back and you have to mount up on a normal mount. It just mounts you otherwise. Even if you're just not flying, even if you're just, you know, like on the ground and not jumping or anything, it'll still knock you back. It's basically like, hey, don't be riding on a dragon riding mount for this one. Some random randoms and most of to get armor in classic. Let's go, dude. Trying to get the dots on everybody. Demon Hunter trying to run. Doing his very best. Alright, actually they're kind of okay. Alright, Rage. Oh wait, that's why he was... That's why, because we have a tank and he's dead. That's why we had a Demon Hunter fly in circles, or Revoker rather. Second perma DC lip? Oh no. What CR went through the Celestial? I guess so. There you go, my guy. I got you a couple of heals. Or not, apparently. I don't know why I can't heal you. So hopefully Egg will be able to return. Healer is trying to join back in. I'm gonna let him know just so they don't boot him. Just because that's my boy Egg. What the? He saw me out of stealth? I was in stealth. Weird. I don't like that. There goes my stealth. The dogs see me. I can tell. That seems normal. Everything else, though, I don't know, man. Kind of sketch. More doggos. Look at them rips, man. Dude, Terror's so good. I feel like I just need to be using Primal Wrath over and over and over because I got this big bleed build. That seems so good. Imagine if I also had Swarms over it too. That'd be so great. How's Feral feeling gameplay loop-wise? It feels good. You can build yourself to feel like a rogue. You can literally build yourself in such a way where you play and feel like a rogue. You know how rogues walk in and they just have perma energy and you can just do whatever they want to do? That's how a Feral feels, man. That's how a Feral druid can feel. It's awesome. Unfortunately, Terror is giga bugged and isn't supposed to be doing that much damage. Is it really? Is that the problem? Terror is doing... So they have Terror doing how much damage? Applying rip to target applies a Terror that deals 6% of the rib's damage over 4.5 seconds. Yeah, when you put it like that, 8k? Like, let's say I get like an average 4k. Yeah, 3.4. It seems like 60. I think the number is 60 instead of 6. You're right, yeah. So you're correct. Now I'm a little bit disappointed because I was like, wow, Feral feels good, but it's like, man, now I'm starting to like, maybe it was all placebo. Maybe it was all of it was placebo effect this entire time. So maybe I should try playing like the bite build then, a weekly bite build instead. That'll probably feel a little better. Now I feel like I need to not use rip as much. I feel so weird, chat. Oh no. Maybe you should do it like big damage though. Maybe you should do big damage, like why not? Okay, was that a lot of rib there? Or tear? Let me see. It was there, but like not on the top. I don't know, I kind of love the fact that bleeds are doing this much damage though. I would love for this to stay. I'm pretty sure it won't, but I would love for it to stay. I was thinking maybe that guy was gonna reset. Probably should have saved Berserk for this guy then. I always thought we should have Typhoon for this. Looks like dot these guys. I'm trying so hard not to press Brutal Slash as much as I usually do. Normally just use it a lot. Like naturally. Okay, we got Berserk. Trying not to cheese the chat as best as I can. Alright. How do we do? Is it a lot of bleeds? It's a lot of bites still. Bites is still gonna be a good portion, but bleeds on single target. At least bleeds feel really good in AoE. At least bleeds feel incredibly good in AoE. I do wonder, can I do like a cheesy like rip, and group refreshing rips for like double rip damage? That could be nutty. Dalkavoken procking multiple rips, kick W infinite tear dam. Honestly, it is infinite air. Wait, actually you're right. Yeah, convoke with multiple rips. That actually would be nuts too. You are correct. You are correct. Alrighty, boys. Good run. Do you think Pharrell has a good talent option so far? Does it affect gameplay or just stats? I think there's gameplay options, Panos. Definitely there's gameplay options. Definitely gameplay options. We got what's this? You got the left hand side of the tree that deals with carnivorous instincts and like the ways to play with target's fury. Either go for more energy regen and common point value, or to extend the duration, which is kind of nutty. We got also Lion Strain blood talents that can enhance your damage of rip and bites, either passively or with a setup. If you like the setup builds, that feeds Interfere Frenzy on the left hand side. We got ourselves Adaptive Swarm. Down the middle, you got Berserk modifiers. I guess left and right also has Berserk modifiers. But down the middle also makes you energy regen a little bit better. It gives you haste from finisher moves into Convoke Incarn, which could be nutty. Right hand side deals heavily into bleeds, but also into like bites and value on bites. Left hand side has like, there's a lot of like, so it should really be like thematic on the left hand side and the right hand side. Like the right hand side was like I think one of the sides was dots and like bites, and the other was comp point, management, and energy. And you could basically kind of put points into either or. Yo, Sally, thanks so much for coming by, my guy. Appreciate ya. So they adjusted a little bit, so you have a little bit of comp point builders and energy regen in like different parts of the tree, and different bits of value, bits of damage and damage output in the left and right hand side. So you can kind of like go into left and right hand side. You don't have to go like all left or all right. You can just kind of mix and match it whatever you want to. So I got a pretty decent build here that gives me like a lot of value on comp points, as well as big energy regeneration benefits. I'm also able to apply rip to multiple targets. With tear up and wins, I'm able to get Primal Rats to do a bonus rip damage on enemies in AoE. I could have went to more like a bite playstyle with Rampant Ferocity, and you could also reduce the cost of bite, but I went from like a dot heavy playstyle into infected ones and buffs rake damage. I went for cooldown reduction on Berserk with extra bleeds, buffing up the damage of Swipe and Thrash for AoE, and I'm going a lot of like energy regen with Cat's Curiosity and Soul of the Forest, Circle Life, which doesn't feel terrible to play right now. I like more passive damage on this left hand side. I could have went for like a bite build, reduce the cost of it, make a bite extend the duration of my Target's Fury, and go for like extra long Target's Fury to make a perma Target's Fury build if I wanted to as well. You can also go into Convoke down the middle, which I guess I would probably synergize with that playstyle. Maybe pick up some stuff on the right hand side, maybe like reach Soul of the Forest and maybe Cat's Curiosity, and then not invest too much here and just go down the middle into a big Convoke bite spree build, which could be really, really good. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of gameplay choices and a lot of options right now for Pharaohs. That's just a Spectre too. You also have the class tree, which gives you a lot of options from Ursos to Roar, Bash, Furor, potentially Heart of the Wild. You can go into like the Boomy Affinity, Rest Affinity, Guardian Affinity, Feral Affinity, choose and pick on which playstyles you want, what gameplay aspects you want of the Druid, to define what the Druid is, and then define what this Feral that you're playing is. I think there's quite a bit, yeah. They did a pretty good job. I'm sure like a Feral main would be able to point out a couple more things it could do and a couple of things that would change personally. But like from my perspective, from like playing one of every class, that's just pretty good. I feel like there's a lot of variety. There's a lot of different builds I can put together that can work for different situations. I love the fact there's a lot of variety. I have the level 60 Elemental Shaman and a level 60 BM, under which be better to main Dragonflight. I have a level 60 Elemental Shaman and 60 BM Hunter. BM, I'm gonna guess BM Hunter, right? Too early to tell what's gonna be main, what's gonna be good. Honestly, think you should pick the one you like the most and the one you should play. There's a lot of talents that could. It's so difficult to tell just how good each class is gonna be. There's a lot of ways to build each class. There's a lot of ways to build your playstyle. I feel like everybody's gonna be good in very specific situations, but as for it's really gonna come down to tuning though. I think you should just focus on a playstyle that you enjoy the most, because we don't have the final numbers yet. This is a bite build, so this is not really a bite build. This is more like a bleed heavy build. Bite, I would probably pick up the Rampant Ferocity so that bite can cleave onto targets with rip. Probably pick up the Case of Blood, Relentless Predator. Maybe an Apex, but I definitely want to pick up like down the middle with like maybe Frantic, as well as Ashman's Guidance and Kabok. I probably would do maybe less investment into left hand side and probably more down the middle here. Take up points like maybe Berserk Frenzy, this whole talent, maybe this whole gameplay cycle, maybe Apex, and just put 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to invest other points, like maybe take this out of here and invest more into the left hand side. I would adjust abilities just a little bit. But yeah, there's definitely a different build you can run. I don't have them saved though. I used to have them saved, but they did so many new beta builds and then keep making new characters that at this point I just don't even save those the builds are. I just gotta mess around with them. Isn't Diablo 2? Isn't Diablo 2? What? You pick whatever feels fun. Exactly. Tuning, yeah, tuning will be at the very last minute. At the moment, focus on what feels better to play and what gameplay options do you enjoy personally the most. Like when you go into a dungeon or a raid, which of these two play styles do you personally like playing into? Which builds and which synergies do you personally enjoy? And that's the class you should honestly invest more time into. Tuning right now, like to tell you what's going to be the best class. But you can only take a look at like what utilities classes bring in, what abilities you got going on, what new tools you get, what tools you lost, and kind of based off of that, like, okay, this could be good in a raid, but it's very much like it could be. This could be good in dungeon, this could be good in PvP, and that's really all we can go off of. Like, Druid should be pretty good as a class. I guess for you it would be what, Shaman or BM Hunter? Shaman I think would be really good because of their class trees, like excellent. Probably one of the best class trees in general. Lots of utility that would be great for group support. Right, the totems you got, it's insane. Class tree is also pretty good too. There's like builds to go into earthquakey and nature builds, fire builds. So there's a lot of like, you can go into like dot heavy, sorry but like dot heavy play styles. You can go into like lava burst builds. Then there's also quite a bit of support for like chain lightning earthquake builds. So on like grouped up AoE should be okay. But even if mobs are like super far away to a flame chuck build, you'll have like that dot spread potential with lava bursts and stuff. So it should be pretty good. It should be pretty decent. But BM too, like you got what, a bleed build, you got a pet summoner build, which give you good energy regen. You actually get some cleave together with your aspect of the wild, which gives you a different damage profile than you had before. You actually have 2-target cleave, like really strong 2-target cleave with combat shots hitting 2 targets. That's going to be really good. That's I believe that's also gives you cooldown reduction on kill commands, which means more cleave since kill commands can also cleave while also running the beast cleave too. Class tree is also pretty good, and generally you got you got silence with the arrow from Beastmaster Hunter, which is good with like mythic pluses. AoE silence is kind of strong, honestly, in dungeon groups. You got a root with charge trap. When it trips, it roots people. You got a stun with a binding shot, which is an AoE stun. You could do that, or you could go maybe like explosive explosive trap to knock mobs back. So you have quite a lot of control, which would be probably good in mythic pluses. You have a bleed build, we have a pet summoner build, you have a single trigger build, cleave build, so the profile is pretty big. You also have the new sentry ability. I actually haven't really tried that on much, have I? I don't think a lot of people have gotten, maybe it's not working right now, but it should be internally. But the new sentry is like the Kieran arrow ability that has a defensive benefit, but also has line of sight, which could be good in dungeons, raids, but also PvP. It should be good. Like on paper, both of these classes look good. It'll really come down to like the numbers. What is the final tuning looking like? Can you actually make like some kind of like a big damage build on these classes? I think that's what it's really going to come down to at the end of the day, is can you make a build with these classes? I think you should be able to make a pretty decent build. But like, yeah, it's still on paper though, just a lot of classes look good. It'll come down to tuning. Like I think tuned so that build, that cleave build that I'm talking about with BM, is actually going to be stronger, is like weaker than other options. Because if things are tuned poorly, like you may just have one build that works for everything. And that would suck, but it will come down to tuning. When we make Vigil, an Apex Predator sound a bit nutty, is it helps the big pulls? Vigil? Hold on, Vigil, is it this thing? They just Vigil and Apex Predator. Like Vigil and Apex, like you do big cleave and then you're just biting and you're getting cleave heals for everybody. That could be kind of cool, yeah. That could be neat. Only thing that worries me is that Feral is generating combo points and waiting for the damage to catch up to the classes. They just do damage. It was a big deal on M plus speed. I don't know. I feel like Feral Druid AoE toolkit has gotten much better, and I feel like you won't have to rely on dots as heavily to catch up with them. I mean, if you can go for like a big bite, Rampant Frost is going to give you a big cleave, man. 5 targets or less, full value. It's reduced beyond 5 targets though, but you can go fuck with big bleeds, big bites, 24% of the damage clears to nearby enemies. It's huge. It's really, really good. Together with Terror Open Wounds, which gives you a better AoE profile, you can go for more rakes. Again, this ability, once it's properly tuned, also will be more AoE. I don't think Feral should struggle in Mythic Plus as much. I think the only thing it may struggle in, like, does it have survivability? Does it have enough group utility? Damage, I don't think shouldn't be a problem, unless it just, like, severely undertune your class. Feral should still feel pretty good, honestly. It's a much better AoE profile than I had before. Like, the only way they make it bad is if it's, like, on purpose they just tune you so you're worse than other classes, which I don't think is gonna happen. I don't think they're trying to make certain classes better because as a dev I'll play Feral Dude, or as a dev, let's say like you play Priest and you hate running to Ferals in Arena, therefore tune Ferals in AoE in all content to do 80% less damage than everybody else. I don't think it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? That's like the worst scenario, but it's like so fictional. It's like, it's silly. Is Deacon Warrior looking good to Dragonflight? Personal opinion, I think so. Yeah, both are looking pretty good. They're really fun to play. Lots of new talents. Lots of good viable build options. As long as you tune properly, lots of opportunity for viable build options. So for the general common point, set a Berserk. Yeah, ramp up no longer is a thing. True. Turn into the Feral. Yeah, like Ferals never really had bad damage too. Like their damage is okay. They are competitive. They can do Mythic Pluses just fine. Like the only thing that really becomes a different thing for Ferals is like the pushing potential. Is it built in good for dungeons? Second chance the demo version of the PTR. I don't know if it's Recuperator, Echo, and Reprimand, and Powering. Oh, okay. The you gotta build for Outlaw Rogue. Wait, you're playing into green skin into keep it rolling? Huh. Okay, I'll need to give your build a try, like the full energy build. I'm so used to playing ambush build and Outlaw. I definitely need to give your build a try at some point. I feel like I would pick up Heavy Hitter. But I see you picked up Reaper Strat 1. What would swap out, if anything? I probably would swap out Swift Slasher just because it doesn't work at the moment. Yeah, I'll probably swap out Swift Slashes just because it just does not work. But outside of that, yeah, it doesn't look bad. Big cleaver build. I'll definitely give it a go, my guy. Thank you for the link. Maybe we'll give it a try tomorrow or Tuesday. Because tomorrow is Monday. I may play some live, get some keys done for the week. I'll see. Is the new challenge tree easy to change depending on the fly, depending on the boss fight? Yeah, like in raid, yeah. So like, let's say you so you can change the talent tree. I want to get as far away as I can from an inn, right? Let's say you're like, yeah, all right, let me just go quest. Right, you're away from an inn, as far away as possible. Or let's say you're like in a boss room, right? Let's say this is like a boss room and I'm fighting like a bird boss, right? All right, cool. I need to go and make sure that I got myself a best talent build. Let's say this is the build I need to go into Blood Talents. I'm just gonna switch one talent just so I don't have to switch back and forth, right? All right, you switch talents in the boss room, then you pull the boss. And is that a bird I can kill? No, it's not. Okay, that's a bird I can kill, right? Yeah. All right, killing birds. Wow, boss is dead. Cool. All right, going to the next boss room. All right, here we're gonna be fighting a roach. And you're literally just like, all right, different boss, AoE or single target focus, change your talents, that's it, you're good to go. So they basically got the talents to work inside of, you can change talents anytime you want to. The only talents you actually have to like have a tome for, or be in a specific instance to change, are the PvP talents, but all these talents can be changed anytime you want to. So let's say you're like going from boss to boss on a raid, you see a single target boss, you put on a single target build, you'll change it there. You go do a mythic boss or another boss, let's say AoE cleave, you can switch to the AoE cleave build. In mythic pluses, like between bosses and trash pulls, you will not be able to switch your talents in mythic plus, because there's like you're locking your gear, locking mythic pluses or mythic talents. Actually, no, they never said anything about you can't change talents inside of mythic pluses, have they? Normally it doesn't let you. Like normally in a boss room you can use a tome and change talents, but in mythic plus it doesn't let you. So I guess it'll function very, very similar. Yeah, for Mythic Plus, you'll just set up like a build that works for AoE and single target. Oh, it's a tyrannical week. Let me just take a couple more options for single target, boss focus. Oh, it's a fortified week. Let me just go for a bit more cleave for big pulls. You know? But yeah, there's a lot more freedom in terms of like when you change the talents. Yeah, it's going to be very fluid. Yeah, so like when you're questing and you're like, all right, let me try this set of talents. Hey, look, you know what? I really don't like it. I'll switch it out to this other build. And you can try talents on the fly while questing, while out in the open world. I think that could be really cool. So let's say you're like doing open world stuff and you're just like, okay, I got a big AoE pool build. It's for survivability. And then you run into like a rare, and it's a big rare with a lot of health. You're like, all right, let me go full single target rare killing talent set. You kill the rare, you switch back to a questing build, and you're good to go. So you can adjust your talents as much as you want to. You can have a dungeon build that, you know, we don't need as much survivability, so you can pull mob to mob to mob. You can just go for like a burst AoE build in a dungeon. But it have like a survivability, movement speed, recovery, no downtime build for like while questing. Yeah, so it's really, really nice. It's really, really good. Hopefully we'll do, remember when you can change it again? Plus, yeah, back in Legion, I remember I had like an AoE build and a single target build. Are you able to duel somewhere? Yeah. You want to duel? You want to try something? Yeah. Someone with a ledge. Sure. You jump up here. I'd like to jump up these things. Yeah. This is a ledge. Are you gonna take me to the ledge and knock me off? Is that what it is? Yeah. If you don't react fast enough, you will be knocked off. You honestly could probably like knock me up in the air and then knock me back, honestly. I feel like you could do that. Take me over to the ledge, knock me up, so you can take a step back and then knock me off. Use all of these things at once. I feel like that'll be better because I saw you like pull me over and then you have to aim, but that could give an enemy like an opportunity to move. But if you knock me up in the air, I can't really go anywhere. 1 minute CD? Yeah, I could wait. We could chill. I wish I got in the beta. Celtic, my man. Hopefully more people will get in. I know it looks disgusting in Dragonflight. Are you a limb baseline tree? Yeah, you get A-bomb limb baseline. So good. You get execute. You get that runic weapon. Yo, you should have been here earlier, Return. We were doing a Unholy DK disease build where most of my damage is just dots. I put up 3 diseases with super strain, and then enemy just takes a lot of damage on watts, and I'm just using Scourge Strike to make my dots stick out faster. It's so good. It's good in cleave, and it's pretty okay in single target. I think I may need to adjust the build a little bit. It's missing something. It's missing something for single target, but it does really good in big AoE. It's so good. It is so good. It's very, very active. It's very like it bursts every 45 seconds, so you feel like you just kind of burst all the time. You bypass a lot of the whole summoning undead build and just go into like the dots and disease and death coils. It's so good. I don't have a I don't want to have a Silver Blizzard in order to get in. No, I don't think it's so the betas are random, like who gets in. You don't need to like do anything special about it. Ready? Yeah. Do it to me. Can't wait to be in the Rotha Lumber Mill. Evoker gonna fly to the edge and to Oblivion. Yeah. Look at that knock-up. Can't do anything. That knock-up chains so well. That knock-up chains really, really well. It does knock me back a little bit, though. I don't know what happened, like while I was moving backwards a little. But look at that. You knock him up so they can't go anywhere, and then you just knock him. So when you knock me up, you might need to like back up and like knock me up, back, jump back, and then knock me back. If you do it fast enough, I don't think I even touch the ground anymore. It's so good. We could go again. I'm having fun with these. It goes the same to each ability 1, 3. Yeah, so it lines up pretty well together. I'm holding on to hope that I get in the beta for raid testing due to being PvE content, but I'm probably going to be spamming my heart out over Wrath King. Yeah, honestly, like you got 2 options, yeah? Hope you get in just to have the option so then you can choose to do what you want to do with it. You know? Dude, I've been enjoying these beta streams a lot, man. So for hanging out with you boys. We tried a couple of classes here. We tried Druid. I really want to give a Hunter another try. I want to play Mystery at some point too. You know what? At some point, I'm just going to be like, you know what? Let's go with build with little effects that I haven't played in a long time. Because I got to play some Holy sometime. I got to play Dusk a bit. It's been a bit since I played Assassination, it feels like. It's been a bit since I played Boomy, but they're getting new updates soon. Prop Pally's another one we gotta try. Holy Pally's another we gotta play. I just gotta play more specs that I normally don't play. That's what I gotta do. Hopefully big invite will go out soon. Yeah, hopefully. So if more of you guys get invited, that'd be great. Ready, Freddy. See how we do. Take me to the edge, knock me up. Yeah, it's so good. And I'm slow too. And I'm slow the entire time. So even like the only way you live that is if you're as a hunter and you disengage back, or maybe like if you're a mage or something, or like Shadow Step as a rogue. It's pretty good because I feel like the knockback, like when you use the when you yoink me over the ledge, I feel like the knockback has a bit of a delay, but the knock up has no delay. You yoink, knock up, knock back. It gives you an opportunity to like aim using me. Think of me like a cannonball. You put me up, knock me up like a tennis ball, and then send me over the net. It's pretty good. I think it's gonna be an effective combo. Imagine doing that to a group of players though. They kind of hang out by the edge. You knock them all up and then knock them off. That'd be so good. Do I miss you playing Boomkin? We did not play Boomy this week. No, yay. We are waiting for the Boomy to get a big update, and once they get the big new changes with talents and whole new playstyle, then we'll play some Boomkin. I'll play some Feral today though. Feral felt really good. Feral felt surprisingly good on single target. Like I'm not even running like cheesy damn build either, but I had really good single target damage. Revival and Restoral do the exact same thing, same CD. But Restoral can be used in stunts. What's the point of Mystery or Monk? Revival and Restoral do the same exact thing, but same CD, but Restoral can be used in stunts. So I think, isn't one of them a little different? One is like all dots, the other is like half of them. Or am I wrong about that? From your XP, are most talents working for the classes we played so far? And yourself filled with bugs? Prod Pala had a lot from recent PTR event. Really? So for rogues there's a lot of bugs, but like mobility, like Shadow Step doesn't work, and certain damage channels for certain specs don't work, but you can still make builds around without them. But those are kind of still buggy. For Feral Druid, I don't know what's buggy. Oh, I'm missing it. Oh, I like that. Chrono Loop me. Yeah, Chrono Loop is so good, dude. It is so good. I like it a lot. That's really funny. This Chrono Loop me. My god. Imagine doing that to somebody in a BG, bro. Knock them off with a Chrono Loop. You think they're about to die? It's instant cast. It is. Yeah, Chrono Loop is instant cast. It can be dispelled. So how cool would that be to Chrono Loop a healer, knock him off the edge, and think like, oh my god, I'm gonna die? That'd be great. And they're like, wait, I'm here? Time magic. Yep, literally all the time for the enemy. It's so cool. Yeah, Evokers have a lot of cool talents like that. They have like that ability. They have a immunity they can give to an ally or themselves for like 4 seconds. Like they freeze themselves in time. So if somebody's about to die, get blasted by Kettlebolt, you freeze them, and then they're back to normal. It basically is like that League of Legends ability. Hourglass, I think it was. Or Stopwatch. Read a whole group off, but Chrono Loop the healer so they don't respawn at the same time. Ooh, that could be kind of cool. Yeah, very, very niche use for it, but it could work. Very niche, but it definitely could work. Yeah, so not all the talents are working properly. I'm sure there's some that can. I'm sure there's like specs that haven't played in a bit that probably there's bugs there. Priest, I think most of them work, except some are very undertuned. Rogue definitely has the mobility for Shadow Step kind of broken. Works only sometimes. Evoker I think mostly works. I don't really know what's bugged with them. I wouldn't know off the top of my head. Pally, from red perspective, I think most of the stuff for red Pally works. As for the class tree, I'm not sure. There's some stuff that's still not working properly, like undertuned. Because one Crusader Strike gives you a primary stat. That just gives like 6 primary stat. It doesn't seem like it's doing well. Feral does have a bug from last dungeon we ran. I guess that we do have these Rip and Tear. The Tear bleed. It's doing way too well. It's too much of your rip worth of damage. But who knows? Yeah, that is so good. He knocked me off in this instant. It's so good. I love it. You think you play increased essence font heal as a mystery or monk? Not because Phelan Stump is a proc healing roll damage. Increase essence font, heal talent. Increase essence font. Maybe you're right, yeah. I'll definitely give it a try at some point. Alrighty, boys. I think I'm gonna call it here. It's like 8:41 for me. I haven't had dinner or anything, so I'm probably gonna call it for the night. Thank you so much for going by. Appreciate ya. I got some work you're gonna do this evening. I'd love to level in Rad, but I don't think I'll be able to do any of that tonight. Man, it's so close to release too. That's so tragic, but it's okay. We'll probably do, I don't know what we're doing. Are we doing more beta or are we doing more live tomorrow? I'm not sure. I usually try to get my Mondays at live key, get a couple of my ults maxed out for the week, but I haven't done any of that at all, man. I've been mostly on the beta. But boys, thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderfully beautiful. I'll figure out what we're doing for tomorrow, yeah? Thank you all. You guys are awesome. I'm excited for the next beta build, man. Tuesday or I guess Wednesday maybe. We should hopefully be getting a new one, and we'll hopefully be seeing some big boomy updates on the horizon. And it looks like this thing maybe, hopefully we'll be getting an announcement when the pre-patch and the release is gonna be. Because I mean, it's gotta be soon, man. I mean, they're saying they're gonna slow it down with a lot of class changes, lots of bug fixes, and do ray testing. That means they're getting real close to release, man. I wonder whether they're gonna do like a Mythic Plus release too, because I would love to check out some of the Mythic Plus stuff. But this upcoming week could be insane, man. I think if we get into tier sets this week to test inside of the raid, that could be nutty. We'll see. I don't know if we'll actually get tier sets. It looks like they have the names for them, but we'll see what if they actually have like proper tier sets in there or whatnot. Boys, thanks so much for coming by. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. You guys have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will figure out what we're doing for tomorrow. I actually don't have a plan, but we'll see. Yeah. Alrighty, boys. Peace.
I got you and your vibes in my mind, I can't get them out, no matter how hard I try. I need you and your heart next to mine, yeah, I'm all about keeping it you and I. When you're here, you spark chemical reactions, your aura strikes like lightning. Got no words, I'm just drowning in attraction. Only one way to describe it. It's electric, can you feel it? You got the only touch that takes me high. It's electric, I'm up Holding on to what I know, to everything I've learned. What is real and fabricated? What is wrong? What is my problem? What can I get out of this world that I created? Fighting storms in my head. Don't know where I have been. I'm alone, no one to turn to. No one understands, this shit's too complicated. Away, and I feel like I am someone else. Away, and I feel like I don't know myself, no. Away, and I feel like I don't know my name. And I don't want to live this way. I don't wanna keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning my head, I'm losing the mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
And we back. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Made it through the wind and rain. I turned nothing into something. No more dealing with the assumptions. Cause I do what I gotta do and I know